Good morning. Good morning. We are potentially 48 hours-ish away from a Knicks playoff game, or potentially not. We'll see. I want to keep optimism for my guy. But here we are. It's Bart and Carlin on ESPN New York, on the ESPN New York YouTube channel, where you can get involved in the chat. I am Chris Carlin. He is Bartholomew Anthony Scott. Good morning.
What up? What up? Y'all got my one shot? Y'all got me? Yeah, man.
I don't have anything right now.
That's
not you. That's me.
All they need is me, baby. That's all they need is me right now, because this is about me. This is about us. This is about everything. Yes, we can. I'm hoping that the Knicks get a lot more rest. I'm praying that the Knicks get a lot more rest, because I need my Pistons to show some backbones. You can't start off winning first two games and lose 4 in a row. That's just painful. So I'm hoping that we can find a way to figure it out. Get it. Listen, I want to do the Knicks a favor. I want OG Anunoby full strength when he gets to these Eastern Conference Finals. And what better gift than we can give the Knicks than to give them an extra day's rest?
Listen, I know you want all of those things. Can we get through tonight? How about that?
That's all I'm trying to do. I'll be honest.
Okay.
I mean, no matter what, like if the Pistons win, absolutely no matter what, we're going to get through the night. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to get through this game to get to a Game 7. Game 7s or whatever. You put yourself there. You just want to get to a Game 7. You want to show a backbone, not to show that you're easy out.
Exactly. No, I understand all that, and I want good things for you as my friend. I want good things for you. I want good things for the show. And I think it's great for the show if it's you and me talking Pistons Knicks for a couple of weeks. But, we got to get there first.
That is true. That is true.
I got problems here.
Could be a hell of a weekend.
Can't get connected. Hang on.
Don't matter. I can filibuster. Don't even worry about it, brother. Listen, I can talk and cry and weep about this all day. But I tell you what, I was surprised. Listen, I waited all the way to the start of our show before I looked at exactly the draft, the orders of the games.
The schedule.
Yeah, and I can say, man.
So no studying before.
The Jets. No. I knew it was playing, and, once again, I had my newspaper, right? And I had it accessible, but I wanted to be able to feel it in real time.
Understood.
And it feels like the Jets got screw-jobbed. I mean,
screw-jobbed how?
You have no expectation. You don't even have a Thursday night game, bro.
Not one. Now, listen, they're not the only one. There were 5 or 6 teams that didn't have any, but not one primetime game.
You know what that tells us?
For a New York team,
right?
Not one primetime game.
You know what that tells us is these streaming agencies like, oh, hell no, y'all. We're not going to keep writing these checks for this Jets, for Cleveland, for Arizona. We're not going to keep writing these badass checks, bro. Like, we not doing that. So, like, listen, these are the games we want. These are the teams you ain't putting on our air. Or we can take our checkbook back. And the NFL's like, you know what? Green for the money, yellow for the honeys. Go ahead. They're all good. Because, listen, this is great for me. This is great for me, be honest. Like, for me, this is great. 1 o'clock games, in there, S&Y, in and out. Easy peasy. But I don't know how – listen, the Jets pick what?
What do you mean they pick what?
No, the Jets picked what? Second, correct? They
picked second, yes. My headset went out for a minute. I'm sorry. I'm in Chicago, and so I'm out here for my niece's. Can you indulge me for a moment?
Yes.
I'm out here for my niece's graduation from law school, and I got the camera falling all over the place. It's a complete disaster on my end. I'm at ESPN Chicago, so I came this morning, and I've been here a few times. Here's what I did not know. They moved.
What?
They moved. They got new studios out here. And so I went to the old studios, which are, basically about 10 minutes away. And because I'd been there a bunch of times, nobody said, hey, you know what? By the way, we've moved. And it's not their fault. It's not, listen, I should have looked for an address or whatever, but typed in the old ESPN Chicago, been here 100 times. No, that's not where it is. I know where it is. It's over here. Yeah, no problem. Get there, standing in the lobby. Hey, we're in the lobby. Where are you? Well, I'm standing in the lobby. Well, you're not here, Chunky. We don't see you. So what place are you at? Are you at the Chicago Board of Trade building? I don't know. I'm across the street from the Chicago Theater. Oh, that's the old place. Yeah.
I guess everybody moved, but tell me this: when did they move? And did you
January?
Did you base your hotel room on the studio, or is that independent?
No. First of all, it's graduation weekend, so the cheapest hotel room out here. Take a guess. $500-600 a night.
Yeah, because that's Chicago is a great metropolitan city, so
it's a tremendous city. I love this city.
Oh, there you go.
See, now you see me. Now I only got cut up half of my head. How about now? Can you see me now?
Did you get
Can't
tan?
See me now. No, now you can see me.
Bro,
there I am.
Bro, looks like you're on an episode like First 48. Whenever you see glass behind somebody and it looks like it's metal in the window, that means that nobody can throw a brick through it and get straight through there and get to you. That looks like First 48.
Yeah, I can see that. I'm way upstairs on like the 7th or 8th floor of the Chicago Trade Building, and it's a beautiful setup. Beautiful setup. They really did a fantastic job here. They have Bart. You know what they have? Many studios, not just one. Not just one. Many studios.
Many men.
Can't get this camera straight. So anyway, here's the thing. Here's my morning, if I can, just briefly before. And I know it's a little self-indulgent, but just deal with me for a second. I walk out the hotel this morning. Starbucks 2 blocks away. Perfect. We're good. Order on the app. Ready to go. No problem. Pick it up. Big fellow would not mind a little breakfast situation. I grabbed what do you call it? One of those pseudo protein bars. But, maybe somebody needs a bagel. So I go to the bagel place. Bart, I say, listen, 7 o'clock this morning local time. Just give me a bagel, a little bit of butter. We're good. Okay. Bagel, 3 days old. 3 days old. And this is not like going to a chain type place. This is going to a place that has a very fancy bagel name. So you would assume that they're made fresh. No, absolutely not. So I didn't get it toasted. I literally took one bite as I stood outside the restaurant, and I spit it out. It was that dry. My whole mouth just made that puckering noise.
It was toasted. It was toasted before it was toasted?
It wasn't toasted at all. That's my first mistake, because if I had known it was stale, at least it might be salvageable if it's toasted. So $4 out the window right away. Not in a great mood. Take the Uber, go to the old ESPN Chicago, sit in a Panera for a half hour, trying to get my morning together. Then I walk in the door, talk to the security. He said, I think they're moving soon. I'm like, oh, they are? Okay, yeah, that's good. No, they moved in January. Get back in the Uber, take it back across town. Turns out this place now, a block from my hotel. I could have just walked across the street.
They took you to
So yes,
circle.
I'm having a tough morning. It has not been a smooth morning, to say the least. And now my camera is just all over the map. Not that anybody needs to see what this looks like, but why wouldn't you want to? I guess. Anyway, thank you for indulging. This is me. I'm a disaster when I go out of town. A disaster.
Breathe, dog. Breathe.
Listen. On the schedule front, the Jets not getting one primetime game, it says two things to me. It says, obviously, nobody expects them to be very good, which, all right, you want to take that and turn that into a medal of honor, so to speak. You want to say, all right, we're going to use this backs against the wall. Nobody thinks we're good. Screw you. We'll show you kind of a thing. All for it. Have at it. That's great. I don't for a second, though, understand why not even one 4:25 game. And things might get moved later in the year. Bart, every game's a 1 o'clock game.
Yeah.
They think they're going to stink. They think they're going to be god-awful.
Who's the other teams that they think are going to be god-awful? Because
I gotta pull it up here.
Arizona, Cleveland.
Tennessee. I think Cleveland's got a primetime game. I'm not positive of that.
Cleveland does.
Tom, who else does not have one besides Arizona and Tennessee?
The Raiders do not have one, and the Dolphins do not have one.
I'm surprised that the Raiders, first of all, two things. The Raiders and Dolphins are both fan bases that are somewhat national. Like the Raiders, certainly more so. Yes, it's Kirk Cousins, but I thought with Mendoza, too, by midseason, I figure Mendoza will be playing.
But this is the reason why I would say the Raiders don't really count. the Raiders really don't count because they're a West Coast team. They're going to be playing all 425 games. And they're going to get flexed on a lot of people's screens. So a lot of people out of market is going to get the Raiders. The Raiders, week 1, 425. Week 2, 4 o'clock. Week 3, 425. The next week, they got a 425 every single game, except they only have 1, 2, 3 1 o'clock games. So that's disingenuous right there.
So the Jets, as I'm looking at it, have one 4 o'clock game, two 4 o'clock games. They're two 4:05s at the Chargers, at Arizona. They don't even get the 4:25 game. They don't even get it moved back because it might be a game of the week kind of situation. And those are against, listen, the Chargers and Jets. You would hope that at the end of November, that game actually still means something. You would hope. Now, as far as how the Jets' schedule sets up, I hate to do it. Just given everything that they have done this offseason, I don't see why they can't be considerably better. Geno, just don't turn the football over that much. Just make a few throws. Don't turn the football over. With Breece Hall, with the weapons they now have on offense, with the offensive line, Bart, there's no reason for the Jets, as they get toward the middle of the year, they've got a stretch where they get Cleveland, Miami, and Vegas in the span of 4 weeks in October. And then later on, you get Miami, Arizona later in the year. Like, the Jets can be better. So if you just find a way to win a couple of these games that you're supposed to win, you're going to find your way to 6 or 7 wins.
Yeah, that's it's funny you say that. That's exactly where I had them. Because I got if everything goes wrong and, just status quo, 5 wins. If they surprise a couple people like most teams typically do, you block a field goal, somebody gets a big catch, big turnover, fumble, something like that. I got them at 6 or 7 wins at best. But when I look at it, Tennessee, that's going to be – it's funny.
That's not going to be easy.
No, not at all.
No.
Emotion's going to be high. Home opener for the home team. That's always usually an advantage for the home team. You coming off of preseason. It's going to be your first time playing together as a unit. The good thing is both teams have new coaches, new offensive systems, and you have to ask yourself, out of all the quarterbacks, who has the most experienced quarterback that should be able to handle coming into a new environment? It should be the Jets, because they have a veteran quarterback that should understand the gravity of the moment. It should understand what it feels like to start off a new system, new teammates, comfortability, all that. All that's important. Salah's going to be coming off. They're not going to have certain things available to them. He's putting in his system. Dayball's putting in his system. Who's going to adjust to the new team? See, because for the most part, Glenn isn't a new coach, so he should have the advantage, because the guys are, even though they're going to be hearing new systems, they should hear a new steady voice. And most of the guys there should trust him by now, right? So that's the thing, learning trust and building trust and trying to get the systems and not understand it. They do have guys like Franklin Myers and Jermaine Johnson who know the system, who should be trying to teach the system at a high level. Defense is easier to learn than offense. I'm trying to figure out if they're going to learn that offense on that side. If somebody had to learn a new offense, you would go with the veteran that has been there and played in multiple systems. So, that's what it's really about, because if the Jets don't get off to a fast start, it could be a winless September.
It could be. Having to play 3 NFC North teams straight in a row is not an ideal scenario when they're 3 good ones, Yeah. I mean, they're all good. Now, you look at the Bears this season, you look at a couple of these other teams that had really good years last year, and they can point to the schedule, things might even out for them. So maybe the Bears will not turn out to be as good as they were a season ago, because they had the benefit of the schedule. They had a lot of good one-score games, and all the turnovers they had.
They did, bro. The
turnovers were ridiculous.
Up their butt, right?
Yeah. They absolutely had an incredible amount of luck in that regard. But you have to go on the road 3 of the first 4 games, and the one team that you get at home is Green Bay. It's not going to be an easy start. Where you need to make your hay, so to speak, is when you get Cleveland, when you get Miami, when you get the Raiders. You have to beat Miami twice. You have to beat the Raiders at home. You have to beat Cleveland at home. And then from there, you have to beat – if you just beat the teams that theoretically you should be better than, who I'm sure look at you and say, we should be able to beat the Jets, then you find a way to get to 6 games, to 7 games. But let me ask this question to you. Is that enough for Aaron Glenn? Is 6 enough to save Aaron Glenn? Because you're going to look at it at the end of the year, and let's just say you win the following games. Tennessee, Cleveland, Miami, Vegas, Miami twice, I should say, Vegas, Arizona. That's 6 wins.
You should sweep Miami.
Right, you absolutely should sweep Miami. But I'm saying, like, if you win just 6 games, is that enough? Because those are just 6 teams that are not very good that you theoretically should beat. And then it's hard to mark where the improvement is, isn't it?
Last year, they didn't beat the teams that they were supposed to beat. So that is a markedly better improvement. And what you want to see, I want to make sure that what it looks like. If this offense is looking exciting, this offense is going to be crazy going forward. As soon as they figure it out, as soon as they continue to grow, this offense is going to be crazy. That's what I'm talking about. What about that? If this offense is humming, if this defense is – because I think Glenn's going to be judged on how his defense performs. Remember? Because he's taking over the helm. So, remember, that's his superpower. So we're going to see, what his superpower is. Are you able to contain and come up with tremendous schemes to remember how Saleh used to always turn over Josh Allen and always struggled against the Jets in that defense?
Yeah.
That was a superpower. Let's see if you have a equal superpower to being able to say, this defense is good. Because they put let's see what Bailey looks like. Let's see how his development's coming. I mean, when you as young as you are with the Jets now, right, when you think about 2 starting receivers or pass catchers, sitting there at Sadiq and Cooper. When you think about Ionai Mitchell, right? When you think about Fashanu Membu, with all these young guys, do they believe and are they taking the right steps forward? And does this offense look dynamic? This offense is going to be scary. Even last year, with Fannin and that's why I get nervous sometimes when we talk about Cleveland, because you just never know with Cleveland. I mean, because they have drafted better than any. They got more production out of their draft class last year, whether it was the Fannin, whether it was the Schlesinger. They got mad production. They basically had the most productive, I think, rookie class last year, man, with all those pieces that they had. Does it look exciting like that?
Oh, okay, but you also have to look at it if I'm gonna lose one of those games, I have to make it up somewhere else.
Correct.
And maybe I will, but am I going to split with New England? New England was a big beneficiary of having a great schedule last year. They absolutely benefited from that. Can I split with the Bills?
But if the Patriots go get A.J. Brown, you understand.
I do understand.
Because then they're loaded.
Yeah.
They're loaded. They got
that's what I'm asking the question. They can't split. I don't know where the Jets can go and then turn around and go get one of those other games.
Beat one of them. It should be a dogfight. You luck up and beat one, win on the field goal.
So basically, of those 4 games, just win one.
Just win one. And then sweep 3-3 in the division. Totally fine with that.
If you win 3-3 in the division, that's a massive win.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
That's a massive win for the Jets.
So
that's a massive win.
So it's basically about how it looks.
And then the Giants, we went through a lot of the schedule yesterday. But let's go through some of it now, because the one thing out of the Giants schedule that's exceptionally clear is that they had better, if they're going to be a team to be taken seriously, they had better do their damage before December rolls around. Because once December rolls around, good luck. 5 of the last 6, beginning December 6th. San Francisco, at Seattle, Cleveland, but then at Detroit, at Dallas, Philadelphia. Now, you hope that maybe by the time Philadelphia rolls around, the game doesn't mean anything. But, Bart, that is a brutal stretch to close your season.
It's going to mean something because it's going to mean something between the Eagles and Philadelphia. It means Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. So that's jockeying for position because one of those teams either going to be trying to get in the playoffs as a wild card, or one of the teams are going to be trying to win the division, or both.
But also mean something to the Giants. Could it actually mean something to the Giants in Week 18 this year?
Every game means something to the Giants because I think Harbaugh has a mandate. People think he's going to be one of these guys that come in like Vrabel and turn everything around, right? Vrabel came in and did everything clearly or surely. John Harbaugh, Hall of Fame coach, Super Bowl winning coach of the year, excuse me, is just as good as those coaches. Surely he's just as good as Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson went to the hardest division in football, and look what he did with that roster. Mm-hmm. And he took a young quarterback that had promise in 1 year because he put his touch on him. And you talk about all the games that they lost close last year, right? All the games they lost close. Harbaugh's supposed to be the difference, right? They went out and had a tremendous draft. Brought in Greg Roman. Brought in the offensive coordinator from Kansas City, right? This is supposed to be Nagy. This is supposed to be like, man, the dream team of coaches, right? So I think he has the hardest mandate because this is what I'm trying to figure out. Why did the Giants get all these great games when they were only 3 picks lower than the Jets?
I think 2 reasons. Number 1, I think Harbaugh. And number 2, I think the networks feel like the Giants in division games are always going to have some appeal. So here's what I'm just pointing out, okay? Dallas to start the season. I mean, that's almost a given at this point.
Rams? We want to see them against the Rams? We think they're in the same class as the Rams?
I didn't say they are.
That's not division. You talk about a team that picked 5th. We talk about a team outside of the Jets have had the worst record in the last 5 to 6 years. Am I tripping? Have they picked in the top 10 for the last 5 years?
Yeah.
So why in the hell do they get all these prime time games? Are we still being punished for the Aaron Rodgers?
No, I think it's Harbaugh.
Correct.
I think Harbaugh's presence gave them a degree of credibility with the schedule makers and with the league office, and everybody expects them to be a lot better. I don't know that I expect them to be a lot better. They did have 2 top 10 picks. I don't know.
Bro, but 5, possibly 6, because if that Eagles game is a real game, it can be flex. You don't think this Cowboy game at 1 o'clock could be flex?
Could be.
They can have 6. Do they potentially have more primetime games than anybody?
I think the magic number there is 6. It's the most you can have. So,
they're right there. You don't think Eagles or Cowboys can be flexed?
Oh, I didn't say that. I think one of them could be. Sure. Absolutely one of them could be. No doubt.
And that would be amazing.
And they've also got Detroit in prime time on a Monday night at the end of the year, too. In week 16?
Yeah,
week
December 28th.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Merry Christmas.
But look at the middle of late September through mid-November. After the first 2 weeks, it's Tennessee, Arizona, both at home, at Washington, New Orleans at home, at Houston, which is a winnable game.
At Houston?
With C.J. Stroud.
Yeah, but
if Stroud gives it to you.
But on the flip side, Jackson Dart with them killers?
Yes.
Running around, trying to burp the baby. Will Anderson come from behind, knock his head off, ball pop out.
All right. Then you get your bye week at Philadelphia, Washington again, Jacksonville, which Jacksonville's pretty good, at Indianapolis. That's before the final stretch that we talked about before.
Is Daniel Jones healthy and motivated to come back to his old team to kick that ass?
I would think so.
With his new compadres?
At least I would motivated. I certainly would think so.
Yeah.
Healthy, I can't answer because it's Daniel Jones.
He's never healthy.
Who can answer it? It's Daniel Jones. So it's all very, very tricky. 800-919-3776. So let's get your takes on the schedule, how you feel about the Jets and Giants. Jets, no primetime games. Are you insulted by that? Are you annoyed by that? Are you happy by that? Some people don't love the primetime games. And from the Giants standpoint, You know, they had the toughest schedule last year, Bart, but this year, I think they might have the toughest schedule in the last month and a half of the year. For the last 6 weeks, that's a brutal stretch. Brutal. Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York, on the ESPN New York YouTube channel. I am in Chicago. Bart is in New York, and we are doing this on ESPN New York and the ESPN New York YouTube channel.
D'Agostino, Law, Bite Back. This is John D'Agostino from D'Agostino & Associates. Did you know Social Security takes money out of every paycheck you earn, paycheck after paycheck, and you're not supposed to touch that money until you're 67? What if you can't work? What if you need that money now? The system is challenging and most people get denied. That's a fact. D'Agostino & Associates has the experience to win, and we win a lot. If you filed for Social Security disability benefits and were denied, let us appeal. Call us first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. Bite Back means fight back. 1-800-248-3222. We'll fight to get you paid. D'Agostino & Associates has offices throughout New York and New Jersey and handles Social Security disability claims and appeals. Remember, if you've been denied, call us first. 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222. D'Agostino & Associates. We win a lot.
One of the worst traffic mornings in recent memory in the Bronx, trying to get to the outbound George Washington Bridge. All approaches, extensive delays. That is all because of the emergency repairs which continue on the outbound George Washington Bridge. Upper level 2 lanes are closed. We don't know when that's going to clear. They keep delaying the reopening there. And can you believe that every conceivable approach has at least a 60 to 90 minute delay? The Deegan is jammed from Yonkers on the thruway. Northbound is backed up from the Bruckner. In fact, the entire loop of the Cross Bronx, the Deegan, and the Bruckner, they're just slammed with traffic. Westbound Cross Bronx, southbound 95, that's backed up from Pelham Bay Park. You got the Hudson River crossing into New York, down to minor delays, Lincoln and Holland tunnels and George Washington Bridge, and the LIE westbound side by exit 50 at Bagatelle Road. That sinkhole repair, still the shoulder, and the off-ramp at exit 49 still closed. I'm Bob Williams on 880 ESPN New York.
The NBA playoffs are in full swing, and with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA, your winnings get a boost every single day, all playoffs long. Bet player props, bet live, from the opening tip to the final possession. Every bucket, every dime, every clutch takeover matters. And DraftKings Sportsbook keeps boosting you all the way through. All DraftKings customers can enjoy a profit boost every single day throughout the playoffs. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code WHSQ to claim your profit boost. That's code WHSQ to get a boost every day of the NBA playoffs. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. 21 plus, New York only. Eligibility and restrictions apply. One profit boost per customer per day. NBA playoff bets only. Bet restrictions apply and vary when offered. Max bet and boost vary. Boost only applies to winnings and expires at the end of the last NBA game each day. See terms at sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
Let me say this. If you're an experienced superintendent in Jersey and you know you're better than the situation that you're in, Tricon Construction wants to talk. They're building serious multifamily, medical, and industrial projects across the state, and they're looking for leaders, not babysitters, real projects, real support, real backing from ownership. If you're ready to step into something bigger, go to triconbuilds.com/careers. That's triconbuilds.com/careers. And yes, it's confidential.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation, so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. Money is on the line. Always say hello with Quo. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
That's right, my friends. It's Bart Carlin, ESPN New York. And on the ESPN New York YouTube channel, the ultimate race on water is coming to New York. It's Sail GP, where international teams go head-to-head in F-50 catamarans flying at over 60 miles an hour, dude. High-stakes racing, iconic skyline views, the unmistakable buzz of summer in New York City. Kick off your summer at the Mugdala New York Sail Grand Prix, May 30th and 31st. Experience the speed, strategy, and spectacle of Sail GP. Sail GP like you've never seen it. Have you ever been on like one of the, on like a catamaran or like one of those sailboats like that, going at like 50 miles an hour?
Nah, I heard about them though.
Oh, it's scary.
They have motors in it too. If they want, they can sail. They can use a motor.
Yeah,
right?
if they, in case the wind dies, like they can, they can start doing that if they have to.
In case the wind dies and you don't.
Right. Exactly. In case the wind dies and you don't. 800-919-3776. You ready to start hitting this? I also am going to get the chat involved here. I'm telling you, like my whole situation out here, I am a complete mess trying to get this together. My headphones keep falling out. I'm reshaking. Like if you're watching on the YouTube channel, you're just looking at me right now with a giant ESPN Chicago, mic flag in my face and half my face not on the screen. I am a mess. Bart Carlin, ESPN New York. Tom, why don't we start things out here for David and Elizabeth on ESPN New York? David, what's going on, bud?
What's going on, fellas? How are you? Matt
Good.
Backer, Chef. Let's jump straight into it. So, look, yesterday, right, your colleague, Jake Hasman, says that week 1 is a must-win. And I'm in lockstep with him. I'm going to tell you why. The reasons why I'm in lockstep with him is because Aaron Glenn, remember, was talking spicy during that training camp about Salah and the old regime and friends saying, oh, it's coaching. They didn't coach them up, all this, all that. And then, when Will McDonald did that lovely swim move, he kept saying, it's coaching, remember? So now, put your money where your mouth is. Week 1, go to Tennessee and show them who can coach. And then we'll give you some more respect, Peanut, too, because if not, we looked at that schedule, you're going to be in trouble, brother. You're probably going to lose your job because there's a lot of competition on that schedule. What Ty Butler and Jake Hasman were saying, not, to put words in some of their mouths, but they were saying that the record looks like it could be, this could be a 3 or 14 season if possible. I see more wins up there. I don't see too many more wins. But, Bart, I'm pretty sure you're going to tell me that there's a team that we could beat on there that we don't see. So, I don't know. You guys see the schedule. What do you guys see? Let me know what's going on because, no playoff basketball. I'm in Jetland right now. Talk to me.
Listen, appreciate it, David. Here's what I would say. I think 3 is extremely pessimistic. Would you not agree that 3 is very pessimistic?
Yeah, that's getting somebody fired.
And 3... if you win 3 games, somebody deserves to get fired.
Yeah.
Like, you can't justify any of that. When we talk about all of the potential that the offense has, not just getting contributions from rookies, Bart, but just knowing that Brees is back in the mix and it's not any kind of a contentious situation, if you can keep the offensive line healthy, especially on the outside, if you can find a way, and these are not big ifs, I don't feel like. They're not major things you're asking for. And if you can find a way to just be a little bit better defensively, as long as Geno isn't a nightmare, I think you're okay. I think you're going to win 5 or 6 games. There is no reason that these games that are on the schedule are not games the Jets should win. And I know that those teams probably view it the same way, but I look at the Jets and I look at what the talent is on the other teams, and I do believe the Jets' talent is better if it's on the field.
Yeah, I mean, heads and toes. You look at what they did yesterday, what they won last year, 3.
Yeah.
This team is like, and that's in the midst of a teardown, right? This is the midst of a teardown. Getting rid of Quinnen, getting rid of Sauce, bringing in new assets, not having a NFL caliber quarterback for the majority of those games. You talk about the games that the Giants lost. Look at the games that the Jets lost just because the quarterback play was so god awful. Now you don't charge the Pittsburgh game against them, but man, come on, Broncos over there. I was sitting right there. All he had to do was do anything, like wide open Garrett Wilson. Got Garrett Wilson hurt. I mean, I think that this team should be at least 3 to 4 wins better, in my opinion. They should be 3 to 4 wins better, and I don't care where you get them from. You got to find a way how to not be a team that nobody want to play.
But I understand that, but we're a long way from that. Like right now, I want to be the team that is going to just show improvement and be the one that –
Yeah, the team like the Lions. He always want to compare himself to the Lions, right, in their process at this time.
But remember what they did, though, in year 1 with the Lions. Like
it was crappy.
They improved throughout the year. Like they got much tougher in the second half of I think they finished 3-3 down the stretch.
Correct. So they should be.
I need them to do something like that, and
that
that
should be the team. They should be the team that nobody wants to play. They should be the team that plays so damn hard that when a team think they can just lay their jockstrap out there, they find themselves in a dogfight, and you got to win a couple of those. Like from a talent standpoint, the Jets are going to have, I think, in my opinion, by the end of this year, a top 10 offensive line, right?
Mm-hmm.
A top 10 running back. No, a top 10.
No, absolutely. I'm just staying silent while you make the point. That doesn't mean I'm just agreeing.
A top 10 receiver.
Yeah.
And a top 20.
Top 10 receiver in terms of production? In terms of yards? Like, are we going to – what we're counting on there is that Geno is going to be able to take advantage of Garrett Wilson.
Well, look at what the bad quarterbacks was able to take advantage of. So, Geno, like Garrett's is before last year was a 1,000-yard receiver with some of the worst quarterbacks in history and a combination of the worst quarterbacks in history.
Okay.
With Geno, can we at least get plus 300?
I mean, he was a 1,000-yard receiver with Rodgers, who we all just complained about wouldn't get him the ball.
Right. But before that, his rookie year, who was throwing the ball before Rodgers got here? He was a 1,000-yard receiver. He was the offensive rookie of the year. People forget that. You know how hard it is to be the offensive rookie of the year with no defense and no offense? He was offensive rookie of the year. People forget that. And that's because he got 1,000 yards. And remember, he was a 1,000-yard receiver over Chris Olave, who played the whole year.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
Over Breece Hall, over Kenneth Walker.
It's just all, what is Geno going to look like?
What I'm saying is Geno can't be any worse than what we've seen. So let's just say Garrett Wilson should.
I was about to say let's be careful, but I can't say that. I can't even say let's be careful. He can't be worse than what we've seen.
Justin Fields.
He can't be worse than what we've seen.
I can't even name. Listen, I got a brain block. I can't even think of the people.
I mean,
that
Brady
was the quarterback.
Cook, Zach Wilson,
Trevor Siemian.
Who is the other guy? Mike White. I mean, Mike White. When Mike White's the high end,
Mike White's like the high. Like yo, he had Mike White.
That was like they're making merch for that guy.
Then he almost died. His spleen almost died. I never thought I would see a player get separated in 2 pieces, but he was damn near that.
Ira's on hold. We're going to get to him here in just a few minutes. And we're going to get into a lot of these Jet fans and also the Giant fans as well at 800-919-3776, 800-919-ESPN. It's Bart and Carlin on ESPN New York and on the ESPN New York YouTube channel. Get involved in the program. Get involved in the chat as well here on ESPN New York.
This is Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg.
There is something about what you're seeing from the core of this team. Take them out right from the start. The knockout punch was thrown 5 minutes into the game.
No, it's crazy.
There's something about the mentality of this team as a veteran group that's been through some wars that kind of suggests that if there's ever a time to believe in the New York Knicks, the year is now to believe in them.
Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg. Weekdays at 3 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
The New York City Department of Correction offers countless career opportunities, from specialized units to leadership roles that support public safety and change lives for the better. It starts with one step: registering for the New York City Correction Officer exam. Earn over $109,000 after just 5.5 years. Benefits on day one, job security, pension at any age after 22 years of service. Go to nyc.gov/joinDOC or search Join DOC. One career, many opportunities. Registration ends in 2 weeks. Take the test.
Want to earn extra revenue for your business? Amazon Hub Delivery is looking for local business owners to assist with deliveries. When you become a partner, you and your staff will deliver packages to customers in your area on a schedule that works for you. With each package delivered, you'll gain extra revenue and exposure for your business. Plus, Amazon Hub Delivery makes it easy to get started. There's no upfront cost, delivery experience, or long-term contracts required. Sign up to learn more at amazon.com/hub delivery. That's amazon.com/HUB delivery.
I'm a dog, and my job is to make you happy. So I recommend Optimum Fiber for your home. It's famously fast, way better than flaky 5G home internet, which can slow down the more people or dogs are online. So switch to Optimum Fiber, starting at only $25 a month with a 5-year price lock. Call 888-4-OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com today. That's 888-4-OPTIMUM. Gus, fetch! I gotta take that. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
Harry Douglas here. PayPal is now the official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL, which means all the money moments that fandom creates, whether splitting tailgate costs or chipping in on tickets and game day food between friends, are covered. Wherever the game is played or watched, PayPal moves with fans. You can send money through text, email, or directly to friends with eligible accounts on Venmo. Just download the PayPal app and share all the moments that matter. Account with PayPal is required. Not available in all regions where PayPal operates.
Less than 4 in 10 kids aged 6 through 12 are playing sports regularly. 4 in 10 kids? Let it sink in. Just 4 in 10 kids. ESPN is building a nationwide coalition powered by Disney called Take Back Sports, with the purpose of training more coaches, expanding access, and creating community-driven sports programming that puts kids and fun first. We're working on that story. We hope you'll join us.
Visit takebacksports.org to learn more.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation, so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. Money is on the line. Always say hello with Quo. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
You live for this. The wins, the losses, the slam dunks, and the buzzer beaters. The dream that this is your team's year. Hope. It's what keeps you coming back. So you represent with anticipation and with pride. Because when everything's on the line, your support means everything. That's why the NBA Store is here to support you. Check out the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBAstore.com. A Fanatics experience.
6 wins would show improvement. There's no getting around that. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you that you'd feel good, but if you actually won the games that you were supposed to win, 6 games would show improvement. And as I'm looking at the chat, Bart, at ESPN New York's YouTube channel, one guy checking in, Soul Flood. I think. I don't know. Anyway, Uncle Peyton not letting Arch anywhere near the Jets. I don't think that's the case anymore. If the Jets go out and have that kind of a year where they beat the teams that they're supposed to beat and they improve, I don't think that's a thing anymore, especially with the talent they have on offense.
And second of all, Peyton ain't his daddy. I'm not letting Peyton make a decision. You don't think Cooper's qualified to make a athletic decision about his son? Peyton has his own son to come up.
But is there any part of you that thinks at this point, I can't believe I'm saying this. Like, I would not have said this last year. There's no part of me right now that thinks, even if the Jets are hiring a new coach, that somehow they're going to, that they're going to be a team that he's not going to let them go to anymore. I can't say that.
Right. You're right. Send his ass to Arizona. Nah. You're right. Send his ass to Cleveland. Nah. You right. Send him to the quarterback factory. Send him to Miami. Like, what are you talking about? Like, if he's not going to the Jets, he's going to Miami. If he's not going to they have a great history, a grand history of quarterback play and developing quarterbacks. Ask Tua Tagovailoa. Wait, I'll wait. Oh, let's add Chad Henne. Oh, I'll wait. Let's add, what's the guy? Ryan Tannehill. Oh, I'll wait. Let's talk about Arizona. Who wants to go to Arizona, one of the cheapest organizations in the world? You talk about an organization that's been in flux. Oh, no, let's send him to Cleveland. Let's send him there and play the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers and see how he develops and if that organization is ever going to pass that one. Oh, Cleveland's only been trying to pass the Baltimore Ravens since they came back with Tim Couch. Yeah, let's send him there. What the hell are you talking about? The Jets have the best infrastructure to be able to handle a young quarterback. They have a solid line that can protect him. They got weapons galore around him. You're right. Go ahead, Arch. I'll take Dante Moore, and then you can go to Cleveland, and we'll see who has a better flight forward.
Let's get to Ira in Staten Island next on ESPN New York. Ira, what's going on? What's your take?
All good, Chris, Bart, and you're right, making very good points about what you were just talking about with the Jets. The schedules, nobody knows really how it's going to play out, who's hurt, who's not hurt, who's on a run. You have to let it play itself out. But Chris, you're right. You look at it, there's 6 games that the Jets should beat, so they'll probably lose one of those 6 because, Bart, every team loses to a team that they're supposed to beat and beats a team that they're not supposed to win.
Correct.
So I think that's
I'm fine with that as long as they make up that win.
Yeah, I think they will, and I think that 6 to 7 is realistic. But I'll tell you the truth, I'm not worried about the quarterback the following year. I'm not really worried when they're picking because I think I don't know, maybe I'm putting too many eggs in the basket with Frank Wright. I trust this guy. I think you're going to have a professional offense. I think, Bart, you've been praising this, with Breece Hall. I agree with you. Now you got receiver. I think the offense is going to be just fine. I want to see what Aaron Glenn does, when they play Mahomes, Josh Allen, and Herbert 3 weeks in a row, and then when you have Love and you have, Goff and what's his name? And you got Williams. That's going to be the big test. To me this year, I think they'll be better. I think they'll look more like an NFL team. I want to see what type of defense this is all going to be about.
If these young guys, Ira, hit the ground running, Sadiq, Cooper, we still have Mason Taylor, Breece. I think this can be a scary offense, in the making, about to be an offense that can terrorize a team. Because next year they got 3 first-round draft picks. And let's just say that they only have to use 2. They can put the crown jewel on this offense. Defensively, if this is your superpower, you don't need you shouldn't need all first 5-star talent. You shouldn't need 5-star talent. You should be able to take 4-star talent. You got enough 5-star talent over there right now. You got Bailey, you drafted McDonald, you brought over Sweat, you paid your young linebacker, right? Maybe you need to do something with the corners. Let's see if I will turn Cisco ass to a dime linebacker.
Get a couple of the comments in here from the chat. Let's see. Eitan Tomlinson. Cooper will want his son to go somewhere with a good offensive line and some talent. That's what the Jets have.
Sadiq, Garrett Wilson,
Cooper,
May, Brees Hall. I just named you dudes that should be ridiculous. What are you talking about? We ain't even talking about I Mitchell. Like, what are you talking about? Like, the Jets got some of the most exciting young players. We don't know if he's going to struggle like Kyle Pitts did, or we don't know if he's going to come out like Bowers or he's going to come out like Ty Warren and just like scare the league. Hell, we don't know if he's going to come out. If he come out like Harold Fanning this year, he going to scare the league. Harold Fanning down there had 800 yards receiving in Cleveland. Did you forget Mason Taylor's supposed to be a good receiving tight end as well?
Marco, the Mannings despise the Jets. Adam Gase, anyone? Well, they listened to Mannings about Adam Gase, and how did that go?
Yeah.
I mean, listen, Adam Gase was a guy that was basically carrying Peyton's water, and they hired him right after. But the thing after he was, things went south in Miami.
But the thing is, we always talk about it from like Peyton hate the Jets perspective. Does he hate Gase, or did he think that Gase could get an opportunity there and do something? We didn't know Gase was going to screw it up. You think he wanted Gase to go there and fail?
Of course not.
So what are we talking about?
Exactly. But I think if you're looking at this, it's very hard for people to get out from under the shadow of what the perception has always been about the team. But if you're going to look at it logically, which is the way you should look at it, if you're evaluating them and where you want a guy to go play, then there isn't enough around here, if it's a healthy group, that it should be a desirable place to be.
Well,
a team on the upswing. And I do think, and I wanted to ask Ira this question, like if 6 would be enough for him, because I know how down he has been on Aaron Glenn. Is 6 enough if you win those games? If you double your win total, is that enough? Because 6 still isn't a great number.
It's not, but you have it'll put you right there, probably like 8, right? Maybe 8, and you got a first round draft pick that you can throw in there and move up and get either Dante Moore or get Arch Manning or whoever else kind of comes to the limelight. But here's the thing, like, who the hell? Where's the openings? You got maybe Atlanta is an opening, but Atlanta just got a quarterback that they brought in for Penix, right?
Yeah,
Penix there, but they brought somebody in.
They brought in the other lefty.
That would be Tua Tagovailoa.
Tua Tagovailoa.
Okay, so you got an opening in Atlanta potentially, right? You don't have an opening in Seattle. You don't have opening in Washington. No opening in Philadelphia. I think the New Orleans
I wouldn't
Saints.
wait on that one.
Philadelphia.
I think there's a possibility after this year there's an opening in Philadelphia.
Man, the Jets will pick him up in a heartbeat.
And they should.
So problem solved. Here's a first round draft pick for Jalen Hurts. Thank you very much. We'd take him in a heartbeat. But let's just say that it's not a space there. It's not a space in New Orleans. Miami just painted themselves in the corner, so it may or may not be. Miami's going to be a decision that they have to figure out because Malik Willis is there. But if they have the season that we think they're going to have.
No, I think Miami is – the Malik Willis money that they gave him is enough that they can move on from him if they need to.
But what if he's really good?
Then they'll keep him.
So it's not a spot there. It's not a spot. It's not a spot with the Raiders. We don't have a spot with Daniel Jones. They just paid him handsomely. It's not a spot with Detroit. No spot with Dallas. No spot with Cincinnati. No spot with Carolina because he played well. No spot with Lamar. No spot with Cam Ward. No way they're giving up on Cam Ward in a new system after he's the first overall pick. No spot with Brock Purdy. No spot with Drake May. Maybe a spot with Los Angeles, but Los Angeles won't be there anywhere close to be able to get a quarterback. Kansas City, no. Maybe C.J. Stroud, but they won't be bad enough to have a better pick than the Jets to be able to leapfrog the Jets. They don't have enough equity to move up. No spot in Denver. Spot in Cleveland potentially, yes. No spot with Chicago. No spot with Buffalo. You got a spot in Atlanta. So basically, I'm not gonna go through every team.
Well, you did.
No, I left out 8. You got Arizona, Atlanta, Cleveland, Miami.
And 2 of those teams we think that you would be dealing with as far as the first overall pick.
Correct. So with all that, with all that, the Jets, and you got two quarterbacks that we think are going to be there for sure. Two. The Jets should be able to get their quarterback of the future no matter what.
It's Bart Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York YouTube channel, 800-919-3776, 800-919-ESPN. We get into this weekend. Will the Knicks be playing Sunday or not? And if so, how do they stack up with the Cavs? We'll dive into that, more on the Giants schedule as well. I need somebody to explain to me how exactly the Giants are making the playoffs. And for those, and I know that Dave has talked about 8 to 9 wins. Please show me where they are, because I can't find them. 800-919-3776 on ESPN New York.
This is the Michael K. Show.
Done with Buster Only here on the Michael K. Show. One of the things that caught your eye was Volpe said, things are out of my control right now.
No, that's not right. You have control. He's been the shortstop. The Yankees have wanted him to be the shortstop, and he would be the shortstop if he performed better. And there wouldn't really be a debate about it. And it's within his control to play better.
The Michael K. Show. Weekdays at 1 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
Wait! Before you change the station, listen to this.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate your car at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Pickup is quick and easy. You'll also get a vacation voucher and a tax deduction.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
It's Rivalry Week in baseball, and FanDuel is introducing Rivalry Weekend Bonus Blast. Bet on a home run this Friday and get bonus bets for every home run that player's team hits this weekend. So whether you're backing a player on your favorite team or fading your rivals, there's more ways to get in the action. Head to FanDuel.com/local to get started. FanDuel is introducing Rivalry Weekend Bonus Blast. Bet on a home run this Friday and get bonus bets for every home run that player's team hits this weekend. So whether you're backing a player on your favorite team or fading your rivals, there's more ways to get in the action. Head to FanDuel.com/local to get started. FanDuel, your home for home runs. 21 plus and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Must apply bonus blast token. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets, which expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Problem with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique personal injury and workers' compensation laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling all types of accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for injured New Yorkers. From construction to car accidents and slips and falls, they've got you covered. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS, where your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Evan Cohen here. PayPal is now the official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL, which means all the money moments that fandom creates, whether splitting tailgate costs or chipping in on tickets and game day food between friends, are covered. Wherever the game is played or watched, PayPal moves with fans. You can send money through text, email, or directly to your friends with eligible accounts on Venmo. Just download the PayPal app and share all the moments that matter. Account with PayPal is required. Not available in all regions where PayPal operates.
Shh, here it comes. Surprise! The people above your catering business are doing major construction, and the drilling is only during business hours. It's so loud.
Progressive knows small business owners usually don't like surprises because they cost you money. But a good surprise that could save you money, getting personalized discounts on a commercial auto quote with Progressive.
Also, that isn't powdered sugar on the floor. It's plaster from your ceiling.
Surprise yourself. See if you can save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
Hey, this is Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Brunson for three.
And this is your home for New York Knicks basketball. This is 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS FM HD2, New York.
I'm just wondering how you're feeling right now in general. Like, where is our mindset going into Game 6 tonight? It's on the road. It's not an ideal situation, but I can't get past this feeling that the Pistons are still the better team. First of all, why do you think it is that, not that I feel that way, because I think you feel the same way, but why is it that we haven't seen the best of the Pistons yet in the playoffs?
Because they haven't found a consistent number two that can carry the offensive load, so it's so K-dependent. And, like, they go through these periods and these stretches, and it goes all the way back to last year, where they don't know how to close out games. They had games with the Knicks that they had opportunities to close out. They didn't close out. With 2 minutes left, 9, you just need to slow down, tempo, get your best set, and if it don't work, go back, play great defense. All they need to do is score 2 more points. Not allow them on the other end to go on the 9-0 run. And I know that, the report came out and everything like that came out, and they stand by their official that it wasn't a trip, but it should never came down to that. So they're going to have to do a better job. And one, when they do go out, that little half roll that they've been killing you with Mobley at the top and him facilitating, it really was about their three-point defense and staying connected. And sometimes that's hard with your rotations. They have to devise another plan to be, if they're going to give up something, give up twos, not threes. Scroose went off, Mayer went off. That's what kept them in the game, because this game should have been a blowout with the suffocating defense, with their ability to have more possessions. They had like 12 more possessions than the Cleveland Cavaliers in the first half, but they were only up by like 9, right? So they got to make sure that they sustain these runs, play smart throughout the process.
I think that the thing that really bothers me the most about it is, as stifling as the defense is supposed to be, it feels like at times the Pistons want to rely on that a little too much. And to your point about not having the second guy, that's where it's really showing up the most. I don't feel like the Pistons have played bad defense in these games.
Not at all.
Yeah, but it just...
They go through these cold spells when Cade sits down and certain things happen. You look at the lineup like, where's the scoring going to come? Are we really dependent on Tobias Harris to back down somebody, give him the ball? He's not a shot creator. He can make some shots in isolation, but that's not sustainable. And, they've been having to deal with – I would not even start during. Just to be – because even when he out there, he don't space the court. And twice a game, he thinks he gets an opportunity to go like a crossover with a spin. He thinks he gets that like twice a game.
Yeah.
Which he's not a guy that's not even his strength. So he's not a guy that can shoot like the Karl Malone. He needs to get him a Karl Malone 18-foot jumper. He needs to figure out some other ways to go to the lab to add to his game, because you can't just pick and roll your way to death. And then already, so if you got Derwin, who's an offensive guy that you don't have to worry about, and then we all know that Asura Thompson ain't gonna even look at the basket unless it's a dunk or an alley-oop. You can't have two guys on the court that doesn't even get respected by the other team's offense. Defense. So I think if I'm them, I start Stu Beef, and the first big that's in my rotation is Reed. Reed is averaging 15 points this series or in the playoffs, and he only plays like 15 minutes a game. You see how much energy he had? You need to start with that energy. Start with that ability, how scrappy he is to get extra possessions. So I'm starting Isaiah Stewart, who just the other day hit 2 threes. He's a 30% three-point shooter. He's a great free throw shooter. I'm starting with him because I can't have two guys on there that's not going to give me anything offensively.
All right. I need you to close off your heart for a moment.
Impossible, but okay.
Just for a moment. Mm-hmm. Because we might be talking about a game 1 on Sunday, can you possibly look at this and talk about a Knick matchup with the Cavs, or are you still going to be too mentally caught up in your heart of tonight?
No, I can. Listen, what
I would understand if not.
No, I can. Absolutely, I can. What that series will look like is Jared Allen. I think gets negated because one of those guys is going to have to come away from the basket from Cat. But I know we've seen Cat on the high pick and roll. But when you got a guy like Mobley, who's a defense player of the year, but light in the ass, I think that's advantage Cade. So with the Cavs, it always comes down to, is James Harden a turnover machine or is he a shot-making machine? And you saw him at his finest the other day with his drawing the fouls and sticking his feet out and falling down. Like, oh, his kneecap touched his kneecap when he came down from his shot. Like, what? Like, what are we talking about? Like, he's shooting and throwing his legs forward and then falling before he's falling. He's already set his feet up to fall automatically when he comes to the ground. It's like, bro, come on, bro.
I'm just wondering how I can't go off of, listen, they played him with Harden once, right? They played them 3 times this year. The Knicks beat them twice. They played them with Harden once. Mm-hmm. That was the game that they lost. That was back in late February. I can't get too wrapped up in how that looks now and how the matchups are there. We are all talking about how this is certainly a matchup that we would think would be better for them than facing the Pistons again, considering what happened against the Pistons this year.
Right.
So if that's the case, where are the distinct advantages here? We know Harden's not going to defend anybody, right?
Correct. And Donovan Mitchell, I mean,
he's been a little bit up and down.
Yeah, but he's not a great.
It's been a little bit streaky.
He's not a great defender either.
No, he's not. He's not.
And Strus, even though he picked Cade Cunningham, he's not.
I don't think Strus is a great defender.
Yeah, he's a horrible defender.
That was just a moment where he caught Cade napping a little bit.
Well, that's what bad defenders do. They take chances, and he gets right that time.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
I think the distinct advantage has got to be Donovan Mitchell, and maybe.
And I don't think Mobley has played all that consistently either.
Yeah, but Mobley would probably somebody
tremendous talent.
Like who's going to match up with Mobley because they played with 2 bigs.
You know, I would think that you would put Mitch on Mobley, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but is Mitch starting? You starting 2 bigs? That's
No. I'm not starting 2 bigs. I'm sorry.
So that's the whole thing.
Like when he's in the game, I would think that's where Mitch is.
Because they play with basically 2 bigs.
But are they going to go? So how are they going to handle Cat at that point? How are they going to handle Cat at that? Do you think Cat ends up on Jared Allen? Do you think Cat ends up on him? I might put Cat on Jared Allen.
I put Cat on Jared Allen because, one,
he's less of an offensive threat.
Exactly. So that allows Cat to be able to help on defense. And then you put same way that the Pistons put Tobias Harris on Mobley because even though he's a center, technically he plays more like Bam Adebayo. So he's a guy that can shoot the 3. He can handle the ball a little bit. So I put OG on him.
It's Bart Carlin.
I put Hart. I'm sorry.
ESPN New York. Sorry. Why don't you give me a little something from Samuel there if you could find that for a moment. We'll finish the thought in just a second. I
thought he said 11:25.
Well, maybe I moved it up a little bit. Listen, I see things on the screen. I am like Ron Burgundy. You put it in front of me. I put it on the screen, and I see Bart Samuel this segment. All right, let's do it now. All right, let's go. And then they tell you 11:25, and I screw you over. This is just the ABCs of me, brother. This is how it works.
That's all good.
Well, Samuel, or we continue to milk the clock. I'll give you a couple of other comments while we're doing it here.
Yeah, because I found it, but then I hit it too early.
What do you mean you hit it too early?
Like when you're strolling down or something, and you stroll the one, you hit the one right before the one that you're supposed to hit. That's what I did.
I've got Javi from Queens saying Detroit Pistons equal paper champions. I've got
say whatever you want to say.
FR Cause. Jalen Duren needs to step it up.
He can't.
Another word, Adoy.
Yeah. Here we go.
No kidding.
I'm ready if you are.
Yeah, I think we're all ready.
Look at spring. People are outside, more active, doing their thing. But if you're dealing with joint pain, back pain, or nerve pain, that can shut that down quickly. I'm Bart Scott, and I'm telling you, Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain is the guy to see. He's Ivy League trained, double board certified, no cuts, no long recovery, no relying on pain meds, just non-surgical image-guided treatments that get real results. Same day or next day appointments are available. Go to SandwellPain.com. Get right and get back to living.
I don't think there's any doubt that you would start with Cat dealing with Jared Allen.
Because, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And what's the big problem we're always complaining about? Is Jared Allen going to get you in foul trouble? Because if he does, maybe Cat's the bigger problem at that point.
Jared Allen's a tremendous offensive rebounder. That's the one thing that you have to worry about him. He's an energy guy, but he's not as big, or he doesn't play as big or tough. Now, he has had some tremendous, catches in this series, low balls, getting by the rim, rolling, and stuff like that. He's been able to be effective that way. But he's a guy that, you know how we talk about Cat and how soft he is. Jared Allen is a guy that people think is a little soft as well. You know what I mean? So you got to get at him. Don't have much of an offense game. Got floaters around the rim, but not much of an offense. You don't have to worry about him shooting no midi or nothing like that.
Mel in Jersey wants to give you some love after your heroic performance on this show yesterday. Mel, what's going on?
What up, though?
What up, though, Mel?
Hey, man. Yo, my man, yesterday, man, a hell of a show, bro. You stood in the pocket. You took all the flames, all the fire, and we had fun. I had a ball. I bet a lot of us Knicks fans, well, I'm not even a Knicks fan, but I'm with the hype. But a lot of Knicks fans right now are rooting and hoping that Detroit pull it through just so we could, go back and forth way more next round. And just in case if they do, you were thinking of a bet, I thought about it, man. You could have an event somewhere for a few hours. You get the dunk tank. You've had 3 balls for $1. Everybody come through for a few hours, throw those balls, and you could donate it to charity or whatever. But,
I thought that's what we did already. I thought that's what we were doing yesterday, bud.
I tell you, imagine in person. Imagine Bart sitting on the thing talking his smack to everybody, and everybody want to, hit that target, bro. It's going to be different. But
depends on how much money we talking. You know what I'm saying? What's the admission fee? You know what I'm saying? For charity, what's the admission fee? If the admission fee is good enough, maybe we do it.
Yeah, hey, Bart, man, I'm just saying, bro, as Captain Ward, radio broadcaster Ward, whatever, bro, because, we are all – you got us invested in Detroit, too, hoping that, they make it. So, man, just want to give you your flowers, bro, and say, every day is just fun, bro. So just keep up the good work, man.
Look at Mel. Look at Mel. Mel recognizing game right there for what our guy was doing yesterday.
I appreciate it. I was sticking in the pocket like James Toney and Floyd Mayweather with the mongoose. I was sitting there, rolling, hip catching, jumping me.
I just don't want you in there like Derek Carr after all this. I don't want to see that. And anyway, next, let's hit Derek in Hillside on ESPN New York. What's going on, Derek? How are you, bud?
I'm good, fellas. How you doing today?
Outstanding.
Let's get right into it. First, I want to talk football. I've been waiting to talk football with you guys. I'm happy you guys are talking about the Jets schedule and all that. Y'all guys going to have problems week 1 against my Titans, man. Y'all hope y'all tighten up. It's going to be a good game. I think it's definitely could set the table for both franchises. I think y'all was touching on a subject earlier, which I think Bart was kind of 100% on. If y'all win 6 games, if the Jets win 6 games, depending on how that look, if their defense is top 10, I think that can, keep his job. If they're outside the top 10, a middle of the pack, I think that's going to get him booted because he was the main one saying defense is a superpower. So this is your chance to show us in some type of way that this is your superpower. You got.
I don't even think it has to be top 10. It just can't be an embarrassment. It has to show improvement because if you look at his defenses in Detroit, each year they showed improvement.
Yeah, they weren't great. They had a lot of injuries.
But they were a defense that they were more than good enough to win games. Fair?
Exactly.
Obviously.
Well, with the offense that they had, of course.
Yeah.
Let them be an impressive defense at least. Let them – they can't look as bad as they did on the run. So, yes, if you're looking for an area, at least be somewhere in the top 15 to stop in the run because that's what it was, horrible at last year.
Well, they invest enough equity in it. They better.
Yeah, they definitely should. But I'm gonna give you some good titles tonight, Bart. Hopefully, Detroit come out on top. I had a whole speech I was going to do for you, but I was like, let me not do that. But other than that, I was just going to.
No, we need content. Go ahead.
I see. This is what my plan was. Going to give you that Leon speech from Snowfall.
Yeah. Give me that.
See, where you at right now, I've been there before. I'm going to need you to listen to me. I'm going to need you to go back in there. First person you see.
You hit him in the face. Beat the heck out of him. No, man, look at his face.
Right?
No, man, look at his face.
Show them who you are. Show them who you are, Detroit.
Tell him I know where his family live. Tell him I know where his family is. You put his hand on him, go back and get everybody.
I don't know Snowfall.
Snowfall was a series. It's about Rick Ross, the real Rick
really?
Ross. Not Rick Ross the rapper, the real Rick Ross, the drug pen that was tied in with the CIA, the black guy. He's actually out. Freeway Rick Ross.
I don't know this.
He's basically like John Lucas, and it was written by Singleton, the dude that made Boys in the Hood before he died.
Yeah.
And it was his miniseries.
When was that on?
Oh man, it just ended maybe 2 years ago. Idris is where that guy Idris came
Elba?
from. No, not Idris Elba. It's the other guy Idris. He's young.
I didn't know there was another Idris.
He may play the new Black Panther. Yeah, his last name's Idris, not Idris Elba. Idris' first name is Idris Elba. His last name is Idris.
Oh, I'm not familiar with the other Idris.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yo. So like,
just to be clear, I'm writing
it was like
down.
The Wire. It was like this generation's Wire. It was crazy.
I'm writing it down. Snowfall. I will watch.
Snowfall.
I mean, is it one of the ones that you would put in the category of I have to watch it?
Yeah, this was like this generation's Wire.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know
so much so this how popular it was. It was so popular that this kid started dating Steve Harvey's daughter. And she only dates like Michael B. Jordan. You know what I'm saying? She the one in Hollywood that everybody want to get.
I still haven't seen The Wire.
Oh, man,
I know.
It's so good. Did I ever tell you? I told you how many people were in it. If you just Googled The Wire cast and you stroll through, you'd be like, oh, that's where he came from. That's where he came from.
I know that there was a lot of people who have come out of it, and I know that I need to watch it. It's one of those things where I also know what the investment level is going to be.
Yeah. It's just as good.
It's what? It's like 6-7 seasons, right?
Like 5 or 6, yeah. Like when you look at this cast, you're like, damn, that's where he came from? Oh, man, he was on this? And just know that it was a lot. That's where Michael B. Jordan got his first acting gig from.
Oh, okay. All right, let's hit it. Steve Subi, Midtown is next. ESPN New York. Subi, what's up, baby?
A lot of people are saying week one is must win. I don't agree, but at the same time, Rob Saleh has a lot to prove against the Jets and Cam Ward as well, so it'll be kind of scary. But what about the Mendoza game? That should be a must win because Mendoza.
Well, Subi, let's talk about this for a second. Subi, back up for 1 sec. When you look at the Jets season, what are your expectations now that you have the schedule in front of you? Like, what is a number of wins to you that you're hoping for?
Yeah, a lot of people are hoping for 8 to 9 wins and Geno to be at least serviceable, like Bart said. But at the same time, with the Jets, you can't expect much when they're going against good. I mean, when the offense is not clicking. So, what does Bart think? Breece Hall, can he do 1,000 and 900?
He better be
rushing,
15
receiving.
Man, $15 million a year. He better do 1,000. Are you kidding me? He better do 1,000. He's got to
rush for 1,000 and more than that.
He better rush for like 1,200. Maybe 1,000. That's bare minimum.
What's the number of catches too, though? Like that's also got to be
like 57
65?
catches. 57.
Yeah, I'd go 65. I think that's a more important factor than adding to rushing for 1,000 yards. Now is not a big deal. It's not remotely a big deal. So we could talk about the fact that he's been productive in that regard, but he's been because they haven't had much around him, but it still he hasn't had the bust out year yet. Would you agree with that?
Yeah,
he hasn't had the year where he's just flat out dominated.
I mean, the crazy thing is he was out there like Jamal Charles as far as his career averages, man, his first couple of years. He was averaging like 6 yards a carry. It's like ridiculous. He's so explosive. I'm excited to see when teams have to defend the perimeter, and guys like Sadiq is like, motioning and being able to help him capture the edge because he's one of these one-cut guys, man, that if he gets that zone, he can cut that thing up, man. And once Breece I hope he's got his breakaway speed back because, it was almost there, but it was like slightly off a little bit. So now he's 2 years removed from the injury. Let's see if he got the giddy up.
I'm catching a lot of heat for having not watched The Wire in the ESPN New York YouTube chat, which is understandable.
I bet you. But you probably was busy watching The Sopranos, which came out during the same time. But I would argue that The Wire was better than The Sopranos.
Listen, I'll go back and watch it, and I'm not one of these people that doesn't think one thing can't be better than the other just because I've seen one of them.
Yeah,
like I know people who would immediately say, well, Sopranos is greatest of all time no matter what.
Now, I'm going to let you know.
I'm not going to say that.
Season 2 at The Wire, they were figuring it out. So season 2 is going to leave something to be desired. But from season 1, 3 on out, storylines and the stuff that's going on, crazy.
Haywood Wong, Michael B. Jordan, was his first gig on All My Children? Maybe.
Man, who cares? You know what I mean. Like he was,
of course.
He was a kid. He on The Wire. He was in his like teens.
I think he did. I want to say he did an episode of Law and Order at some point.
Yeah. Of course, he had other roles.
Who didn't?
I'm talking about first major role where we knew. Oh, his name is Michael B. Jordan.
And I'm not saying it to correct you. I'm just saying this guy's got to lighten up.
Yeah, Mac Wiles was there. That was Method Man's one of his like. He was butter over there, or cheese. So, like, he had a long run on there. Like, and the crazy part is, the beauty about The Wire is some of the most dangerous gangsters in the history of Baltimore actually acted on there, but they didn't play themselves. Other people were playing themselves. They played other people as they consulted about what was really going on. So Melvin is like played like a deacon in church, but Melvin was like a notorious Baltimore drug kingpin that did real time. Snoop, the girl, they hired some of the people straight out of prison. Slim was on American Gangster as like one of the biggest gangsters in Baltimore. He's like 6'8", but he actually acted on the show. Like, so they merged real gangsters on the show with other people, and they consulted the people there. And some of the guys acted as consultants, but they actually had active roles, jobs on the actual show.
Ray in the Bronx is next. ESPN New York. Ray, what's going on?
What's going on, guys? Just twofold, and just hear me out quickly. I'll be really quick. Won't take up too much time. One, if you sell me on the fact that the Knicks is better off drawing the Cavs solely because of home court advantage, I'll accept that argument. The argument that somehow Detroit has a better team than the Cavs is misled. It's completely misled. The Cavs have a better team than Detroit, and if Cade Cunningham doesn't show up,
well, throughout the course of the year, Detroit was the number one team in the East.
Yeah, and we thought that Durham. We thought that Durham was.
That was regular season, and Durham. Bart's about to say it. When Durham is playing the way he's playing, Detroit's really not a good team because you need
it doesn't
to
help.
go off every night for a chance to win. Now, that's just one. So I don't understand why people are saying that. Like, the Cavs actually have the bigs to match up with Karl Anthony Towns. Not that any of those bigs are better than Karl, but they're athletic. They can move side to side. Like, I don't know if that people are considering that. Then I'm sorry, Bart. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, brother. Josh, go ahead.
And then two, Carlin, you cannot. It's shameful that you've never seen The Wire.
I know.
Complete and absolutely shameful that Bart has to school you and educate you up there on something that is cinematically one of the greatest pieces of work ever put together. Amazing. You can't fathom thinking about Snowfall until you watch The Wire first.
Okay.
Then contemplate Snowfall.
Okay.
But please, Carlin, for the sake of the art, forget the content, just substantively, so good from every angle.
So you know what? Here's the thing. I'll start watching it now because that means come the fall, that's when I'll be traveling a ton. And that's when I'll be able to get a lot of it done.
Yeah, just get season 1 and 2 done before the season starts, like in September, and you start traveling a lot. Because then you'll watch it and you'll understand that this.
So season 2 is a problem in your mind?
Season 2 is like about the docs, and so just so you understand about what The Wire really was, this is basically it's not a biography, but it's pretty damn accurate. So the person that created this was a homicide detective. A homicide reporter. Mm-hmm. So all these stories he was reporting on in real time. So these are real events that kind of happened that he kind of fuzzed up, but these are real things that actually were happening in the city of Baltimore at the time. And it was like 2 to 3 years before. So when I was there and the stories were coming out, we knew that they were 2 or 3 years removed. So we knew that, okay, the young district attorney was Juan Dixon's Juan Dixon's auntie, who at the time when I was there, who was at the time when I was there, was the active mayor. So it was some of the scandals were scandals that she actually was a part of.
Okay.
But she was a real person. We knew, like, oh, man, you so-and-so. Oh, man, you did this? And eventually she got kicked out of office because she was giving state contracts to her boyfriend.
All right, I'll check it out. Listen, I have no problem.
So these are real events. That's a beautiful part.
Yep.
Like, no, not the beautiful part because it was a major murder because Baltimore used to be the murder capital of the world. And, they had this time where they were taking dead bodies and putting them across city lines to keep the numbers down so that they can get their federal funding.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
800-911
at its finest.
919-3776, 800-919. ESPN, it's Bart and Carlin on ESPN New York. Still more to get to in regards to the Giants schedule, the Jets schedule, and the Knicks and Cavs. What does that matchup look like if we have it come Sunday? All on ESPN New York.
This is Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg.
There is something about what you're seeing from the core of this team. Take them out right from the start. The knockout punch was thrown 5 minutes into the game.
No, it's crazy.
There's something about the mentality of this team as a veteran group that's been through some wars that kind of suggests that if there's ever a time to believe in the New York Knicks, the year is now to believe in them.
Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg. Weekdays at 3 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
Law Bite Back. Did you know that Social Security disability takes a bite out of every one of your paychecks? So when they deny your claim, bite back. I'm John D'Agostino from D'Agostino & Associates, and I'm proud to announce our first ever Social Security Disability webinar. It's happening on June 3rd at 1 o'clock. In just 1 hour, you'll learn your rights, understand the appeals process, and find out how our experienced SSD attorneys can help you get the benefits you've earned. Spots are limited, so don't wait. Register now by calling 1-800-BITE-BACK, 1-800-248-3222, or go online to daglawteam.com/SSD webinar. That's daglawteam.com/SSD webinar. D'Agostino Law is here to bite back, to fight back, to get you the SSD benefits you've earned. Register today at 1-800-248-3222.
Chris Carlin with you. Glad to be joined right now by Taylor Canfield. He is the U.S. Sail GP team driver. And we are all getting ready for the Mubadala New York Sail Grand Prix coming up at the end of May. Taylor, how we doing?
Yeah, we're excited for the home event in New York. And, can't wait to be there and racing in front of all the fans.
Now, what is your role as driver of the U.S. Sail GP team?
So as a driver, you kind of have two different roles. One is trying to help make sure that the boat is going, as fast as you can around the racetrack. And then in addition to that, it's kind of the decision maker on board and, using the information that I'm getting from the whole team and the coach booth to kind of make those split-second decisions around the racetrack.
It sounds like an awesome atmosphere. What's the energy going to be like sailing right at New York City?
There's no better feeling racing in front of the home crowd, representing our country and hearing their cheering through our headsets that we have on board is, it gives me the chills just thinking about it. So we're pumped.
We're looking forward to the Mubadala New York Sail Grand Prix coming at the end of May. Taylor, thanks.
If you're trying to save money but still eat well, just go to Wild Fork Foods and thank me later. You get pork tenderloin for $2.50 a pound, ground turkey for $3 a pound, ground chorizo for only $4 a pound. Those are everyday staples at serious value, and it's all blast frozen, so you're not sacrificing quality. Plus, they've got over 450 options, 7 locations, or same-day delivery at wildforkfoods.com. Go check out Wild Fork Foods.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying two phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation, so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. Money is on the line. Always say hello with Quo. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
Listen, do not forget, subscribe to the ESPN New York YouTube channel. Why wouldn't you? You can stream the full Weekday Lineup live. You can watch complete replays, catch up fast with can't-miss highlights, jump into the live chat, react in real time, make your voice part of the show. We get the chat in this show all the time. Subscribe to ESPN New York on YouTube now and stay locked in so you never miss a moment. 800-919-3776. Kenneth Smith, Knicks and Cavs, either team can win it in 6. I mean, could that be more of a lame take right there? I think either team can win it, maybe in 6. Thanks for breaking it down like a fraction.
That's funny.
Wired, great. The Shield, damn close. That from Carlos Alfano.
The Shield.
I never watched The Shield either. That wasn't that Michael Chiklis, I think. That was an FX show, I believe. Do you remember The Shield?
I never watched The Shield.
Yeah, I think that was on FX. And Tutty Time says HBO needs to hook us all up with a free month so we can watch The Wire. I'm not hating against that. I'm not hating against that at all. All right, it is time for a little sideline to sideline, Bartholomew.
Let's do it.
It's going to happen.
This is Sideline to Sideline.
Go, go, go.
With Bart and Carlin.
Tom Bauer is here with Sideline to Sideline. Hello, Tom.
Hello, Chris. Hello, Bart. So,
what up?
So let's get into it. A little sideline to sideline for you, gentlemen. So as we've been talking about, the schedule release happened across the NFL yesterday, which of course means each NFL team tried to come up with some zany way to release their schedule to the public with some sort of social media video.
It is getting to be a bit much, is it not?
I wasn't going to say that. I actually like the creativity that these teams put
I
out
like
there.
creativity, but, some of it I'm having trouble figuring out. Like, I'm supposed to look for all these little Easter eggs in the Chargers video.
Oh, they were the clear winner, though. If anybody's familiar with the video game franchise Halo, they produced everything within Halo, and
Right.
it was absolutely amazing. They even had some...
I know, but
were they trolling Kyler Murray?
No. They trolled Vrabel a little bit, and Diana.
Oh, wow.
A little bit. There was, but they do it in such ways, Tom, right, that it's very subtle.
Yes.
Like they made reference to like you look in the, you look like you're playing the game, right?
Yeah.
And then like in the corner, little things will pop up like New York Post has sent you a message.
Oh, wow.
Things like that. So they don't really come out and hammer them, but they hint them.
Was this like the Iran Lego things that they doing when they troll America?
Not that blatant.
I have no idea what that is.
I know what that is, and I would say not that blatant.
One of the other things the Chargers did in Halo, they threw a grenade at the ankle of Bo Nix to represent how his ankle blew up in the playoffs.
Wow.
And I think
you got to be careful celebrating somebody's
yes. I think, and tell me if I'm wrong, didn't they, as you're going through Halo and they hit like the wild card round and then the divisional round last year, they said file locked, nothing to see here or something like that.
Oh, they sure did. Yeah, they take fun in their own misery too.
Oh, they are funny, but they lost theirs. They funny.
Oh, they are always usually the standout winner, and right behind them are usually the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah.
Where this year they tried to find lookalikes. Jeez, that was bad to say.
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Dina Hintz laughing at me in the background.
Don't stop the pause on. Just keep going.
Keep
Yeah,
having those Pedialyte, Tom.
Yeah.
Those electrolytes.
Yeah, I'm going to need that. They tried to find look-alikes of famous people from the NFL representing each team they play on the street. They had one guy with flowing long hair who was an older gentleman, and the social media admin was like, "Hey, Trevor Lawrence, nice to meet you," or something like that. Clearly not Trevor Lawrence.
Was it that girl that looked like Trevor Lawrence?
No, it was some old guy. But
they had another guy look like Pat McAfee that they were saying looked like Pat McAfee for the Colts. They had another guy look like Woody Johnson on the streets.
They had a kid in a Myles Garrett jersey, and they compared him to the actual Myles Garrett. That was a good one too.
Yeah, the Titans do a nice job with that.
Yes, the Falcons also.
They say good at something.
Well, yeah, and they might be good at being the Jets week 1 too. At any rate, the Falcons.
Their damn Super Bowl yesterday when the schedule comes out.
The Falcons, I got to give them a shout out. They just did 6 minutes of spoofing the old "This Is ESPN" commercials that they used to do back in the day.
So I didn't get to watch the Falcons one. I couldn't watch every one of them. I didn't get to watch the Falcons one yet. The Giants put Jameis Winston out on the street with fans and basically played Pictionary, and they called him
Winston Van Gogh.
Winston Van Gogh, right?
That is correct. One other.
Put him in Times Square?
So Jameis would have to draw the picture, and the fan would have to guess who the opponent was.
That's funny.
So Jameis was trying to draw up a cheesesteak to make it for the Eagles.
How did that look?
Stuff like that.
How the hell did that look? Like a hoagie?
Not great.
No, it did not. The drawings were not good. But
Winston Van Gogh, he is not.
Yeah, I hope he had colored crayons. How you gonna differentiate between the meat and the salad and the lettuce and the tomatoes and all that
trust
stuff?
me, that was the least of the problems with it.
Yeah,
but they tried to make it work.
They gave him 15 seconds to draw these photos. They were not going to turn out good one way or another. Anyway, one more shout I'm going to give is the Raiders for spoofing Step Brothers with Fernando Mendoza and Kirk Cousins. Two of them actually looked like pretty good actors. I'm not going to lie. They did a great job.
That's cool. I didn't
that.
see that one yet, but I probably saw about 10 of them yesterday.
Two of the most awkward quarterbacks in the NFL on the same team.
Yeah, and seeing
socially
the two of them,
awkward guys.
Like they had the picture, right, Tom? They had the picture of them in the sweater vests and the ties.
Oh, they sure did.
Yeah, nice.
What's the thing? What's the thing that like on the accountant that Ben Affleck had? Asperger's.
Yes.
Yeah, they kind of awkward like that, man. Like I love you, brother. Thank you, John. I like
listen,
you too,
those
John.
are two guys who are definitely awkward. There's no getting around that. There's no getting around that.
No
All
disrespect
right,
to anybody with Asperger's. I was just using an example of how he was socially awkward on the show, on the movie.
Well, listen, Mendoza and Cousins are both socially awkward. I think that's fair. That comes across.
So
anyway,
I'll get more into the schedule release stuff in a moment because my page went down on that. But,
top. Bang up job today, man.
Yeah, well, listen, I can't pronounce words. The computer is malfunctioning.
Now you know what it feels like to be me. Nobody speaks fluid Tom?
No, unfortunately not. Any rate, some news before the
I mean, I didn't say anything, but I ended up at the wrong studio today.
Red rum.
Anyway, go ahead, Tom.
Bart's telling me, or Ray's telling me in the background that's correct, so thanks for that. Thanks for the support, Ray. Any rate, some other news before schedule stuff. Devon Achane, we didn't get into this. He had a new deal with the Miami Dolphins.
This?
Take that, Brees Hall.
Right after
$17 million a year?
16, I think.
I thought it was 17.
So we can do the
4
math.
for 68. I don't know my math.
It's a $16 million average annual value because it's a 4-year deal worth $64 million.
Oh, 64.
And it can go up to $68 million based on bonuses. $32 million guaranteed to Devon Achane.
You know,
they got nobody else to pay in Miami.
I know, but is Achane worth that compared to Brees Hall?
Yeah, I mean he's a little bit more of a home run hitter.
I know that, but is he more? Is he $2.5 million more a year, or $2 million more a year, or $1.5 million, I guess?
Yeah, $1.5 million. Yeah, I mean, and listen, he out there with no state tax.
Listen, and not only that, the happiest guy had to be Bijan Robinson, because that's a nice number to get put in front of you. Clearly, Achane was waiting for Brees Hall's deal to get done.
Yeah, and Bijan might take everybody out.
Oh, I think he will.
He might pass like 21. He might pass. He might
get it to 20.
Yeah, I think he'll get more than Saquon because he's a better player and he's younger than Saquon. And what else do they have in Miami? Meaning Atlanta.
Go ahead, Tom.
So, at any rate, I'm just taking a look at the schedule stuff now. Just taking a look around the league at some other teams. The Chiefs, I believe, they got off a little bit easy with their schedule. If you don't I think.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
you are not kidding.
Yeah, the NFL is trying to give them a nice pass into the playoffs.
Listen to this,
or
Bart.
an easier time, I should say.
Listen to what they did with the Chiefs yesterday. Tell me that they don't want the Chiefs to at least be interesting in the second half of the year. The Chiefs, early in the season, get a stretch with Indianapolis, Miami, and Vegas. All right, 3 of the first 4 games after they open with Denver, and then after they play the Chargers, Seattle, and Denver, they get the Jets, Atlanta, and Arizona. And then later, they get Cincinnati. Let's see here. Yeah, the Jets, in the first half of the season.
Cincinnati and Buffalo could be two L's for them.
Could be. Cincinnati, maybe.
Cincinnati put a lot on defense. And that offense going to put pressure on that. Remember, no McDuffie. They got rookies that's going to be going against Jamar Chase.
But they're asking them to start 3-1. And then they got the Jets, Atlanta, and Arizona before the end of November. Like, you're really doing your best to help them out there. And then they close the year against the Chargers and Raiders. Chargers will be good, but the Raiders, listen, I think they were trying to help out the Chiefs, no question.
Oh, no, definitely. Listen, they know Patrick Mahomes is box office. People want to see Patrick Mahomes. But, starting off with the Broncos, he may get hurt the first game. Like,
if he's ready for the first game.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I would just sit. I don't know but man, do you want to see Justin Fields?
By the way, I was wrong earlier when I said 6. 7 is now the max primetime games you can have.
And
7.
And speaking of that, the Rams have 7 primetime games this year, including 3 right off the bat. 49ers in Melbourne, that's the Netflix vehicle, week 1. The Giants Monday Night Football, week 2. And then I believe it's Sunday Night Football the next week against the Denver Broncos.
So 3 straight weeks.
3 straight weeks
open with
the
primetime games.
That is correct. And then they have 4 more sprinkled out through the rest of the season, one of which is week 5. That's another Monday nighter. Then they've got Thanksgiving Eve, a Thursday night game against the Chiefs. Oh, they also get a Christmas game, too. So you get Thanksgiving Eve and Christmas, so that's unforgiving for any of the players' families there. So, yeah, that's a lot of Rams that you're going to be seeing on
So
national
the Rams
television.
have got Thanksgiving and Christmas. So do the Bears. Bears have Thanksgiving and Christmas as well.
People are buying high. One thing you can say about the Bears, man, they had some mad exciting games.
You know what's amazing to me about the Rams? The Rams have 7 primetime games, and yet every time they have a home game, it's a home game for the other team. Like, nobody in L.A. cares enough to buy the tickets.
I mean, and you talking about this as a champion.
Yeah. And a potential champion again with the league MVP. The guy threw 40 touchdowns last year. I mean, come on. That is amazing to me. Anything else, Tom?
That'll be all.
Tom, what was the one? I do want to mention the one more thing about the Giants schedule. And that was it the 3 times the Giants are getting a team that comes off of an international game the next week, Bart?
That is correct. So all of these will be away games, but those games are the following. The Rams are coming back from Australia. That'll be week 2. Week 5, the Commanders will be coming back from London and playing the Giants. And then week 7, the Texans will also be coming back from London, and they get the Giants then. So 3 opponents where they will be traveling back to the USA, the Giants will get immediately after.
So the Giants will get road games there, but that's what it'll look like immediately after. Understood. I mean, listen, that's nice to have that, but you are going on the road. I mean, what do you make of that?
I mean, listen, every team's going to have to deal with bad games and bad scheduling, right? That just comes with territory. The thing is, like Harbaugh and guys like Sean McVay, who's going to be going different places, and they traveled more than anybody last year. What you want to do is you have to be able to rally around that. And do they get a bye after that travel?
No, the point is with those teams that they're going to be at home and facing the Giants the week after that travel. The Giants are getting 3 teams off of international games.
So that's good for the Giants. They're trying to help the Giants out.
Yeah.
But I've never traveled and played overseas before, so that's something that I never had to deal with.
So think about this, though. With that in mind, the 49ers this year are going to fly 40,000 miles.
That's crazy. I wish they had a
40,000 miles. I mean, that'll happen with the Australia trip, but still, that's nuts.
Yeah, I wish they had a Concorde. I mean,
Listen,
you going to Australia, who cares about the sonic boom going over killing the fish? You know what I'm saying? Like you over so much water for so long, who cares? You can come out of Mach 5 or whatever that is afterwards.
Does the sonic boom kill the fish?
Nah, I'm just playing.
Oh, okay.
I'm just thinking about.
I didn't know that. I need to do a little more science studying. I had no idea. 800-919-3776, 800-919-ESPN. Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York. Will the Knicks be playing a game 1 on Sunday, or will they be sitting and waiting for Tuesday night? Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York.
Another dominating step towards a championship.
The New York Knicks have redefined playoff dominance. And for the second consecutive season, the Knicks are on their way to the Eastern Conference Finals.
I think that's really great to see our team in this mindset, the feeling that we got a lot more work to do.
Inbound stolen by McBride, and then Brunson buries a far corner three. 5 points for Brunson in about 3 seconds.
The pursuit of the LIRR is alive and well.
You like the rhythm that you're in, but if we expect to be who we think we're capable of being, we'll find a way to stay consistent with what we're doing.
Hear all the games here on 880 and the ESPN New York app.
Knicks fans, it's time to hit the court with BetMGM, an official sports betting partner of the New York Knicks. Download the BetMGM app today and add a boost of excitement to every New York game day with same-day parlays, live betting options, player props, boosted odds specials, and the best daily promotions in the business. With the BetMGM app at your fingertips, you can experience the excitement of betting on your favorite players and get in on all the blue and orange action as your New York Knicks drive the lane. Find out why basketball fans love BetMGM, an official sports betting partner of the New York Knicks. BetMGM. Make it legendary. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 years of age or older to wager and physically present in New York and New Jersey only. Subject to eligibility requirements. Gambling problem in New York? Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. For New Jersey, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Attention, New York Verizon mobile customers. Score a massive win with award-winning Fios home internet for an incredible $20 a month, guaranteed for 3 years. Switch today for savings you can count on. Call 1-800-VERIZON now. For new Fios customers with autopay, mobile and home, and bonus discount. Enrollment required. 3-year price guarantee applies to the Fios base monthly rate only. Additional terms apply.
Hey, it's Alan Hahn. Rings End is your locally owned Benjamin Moore retailer. They're your store for quality with a full line of brilliant and durable Benjamin Moore paints. They're your store for inspiration with thousands of colors and a variety of sheens. And Rings End is your store for expertise with one-on-one advice for contractors and homeowners. Insist on Benjamin Moore paint from Rings End because the gorgeous color you love can't be matched in another brand of paint.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Chris Canty here. PayPal is now the official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL, which means all the money moments that your fandom creates, whether splitting tailgate costs or chipping in on tickets and game day food between friends, are covered. Wherever the game is played or watched, PayPal moves with fans. You can send money through text, email, or directly to your friends with eligible accounts on Venmo. Just download the PayPal app and share all the moments that matter. Account with PayPal is required, not available in all regions where PayPal operates.
Harry Douglas here. Let me ask you something. What if you can enjoy the taste of a cocktail, the warmth of a spirit, and still stay fully in control? That's RK Zero Proof, a pioneer in the alcohol-free spirits category. RK delivers bold flavor and a real warming sensation with zero alcohol, zero sugar, zero carbs, and zero calories. Perfect for nights out, social gatherings, or anytime you want the experience of a drink without sacrificing tomorrow. Check it out at rkbeverages.com. That's ARKAY beverages.com. RK, All the flavor, none of the alcohol.
When it's playoff basketball, you got to do a little bit of everything.
The intensity levels are at an all-time high. These are the NBA playoffs. Every team looking to make a run.
This is incredible.
Every player looking to make history.
Give me all you got. Let's go.
So tune in, because this is going to be unbelievable.
This is exactly what we want.
The NBA playoffs presented by Google continue on ABC, ESPN, NBC, Peacock, and Prime.
We potentially have a major problem on our hands this weekend, Bart. It's Bart Carlin, ESPN New York. So
what we got?
We got the Subway Series this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I was waiting for you to get to that one, dog.
Schlittler and Clay Holmes tonight.
I don't know how to feel about this. The Mets
What do you mean?
Sweep the Tigers. It's great for the Mets.
You know how to feel about this.
Yeah,
You've been
you know what?
rooting
I'm
for the
happy
Mets for 5 years now, 6 years.
Yeah, I'm happy for the Mets. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy for the Mets. Maybe, just maybe, like this new influx of young love, these young dudes coming in, Ewing doing this thug dizzle. You know, maybe these young guys could be the key. Sometimes, youth, they don't know what they don't know. They just play football. They just play baseball. You know what I'm saying? So him and Carson Bench doing their thing, providing a lot of energy. Sweep my Tigers yesterday, and I can't say that I'm sorry.
But you can deal with it. I mean, you can deal with it. Listen, you got bigger things to worry about.
We got bigger things to do than worry about taming the Lions.
All right,
the Tigers.
So here's the problem, and this is a little travel alert for our friends, okay? Fans who are heading to Citi Field for the Subway Series this weekend are encouraged to plan ahead and allow additional travel time because we got the potential Long Island Railroad disruption and anticipated heavy traffic around the ballpark, potential Long Island Railroad strike. That's a problem. For here, let me give the rest of this info here, and then we can talk about this. For fans traveling from Long Island, the Mets have added additional Citi Field direct shuttle capacity from Roosevelt Field and Walt Whitman shops along a new shuttle route from the Manhasset LIRR station serving the Port Washington line. Excellent job here by the Mets. The 7 train is going to continue to operate regular service to Willets Point from the major transfer points throughout Manhattan and Queens. Fans can visit Mets.com/transportation and the MLB Ballpark app for the latest travel updates and to build a personalized travel plan before heading to Citi Field. Very smart. Good job by the Mets. And think about this. We could have people with the Long Island Railroad strike maybe happening, Bart.
Yeah.
We could have people can't get to Citi Field, and we could have people trying to go into Penn Station on Sunday for the Knicks if they are playing Game 1. That game would be at 3:30. By the way, that game would be on 1050 ESPN on Sunday if they do play the Cavs.
Is it a conundrum that you call it?
A conundrum, yes.
It's putting our fans in a conundrum. So the best thing to do is for Knicks fans to become Pistons fans so that we can alleviate the Subway Series. You know what I'm saying? Because you want all eyes on you, right? Don't you want to be the only show in town?
You would think.
Listen, I know the Subway Series isn't as juicy, especially with both of the baseball, with the Mets struggling. But, man, wouldn't you want to be the only show in town, man? So wouldn't you want to be like the Knicks?
I think the Knicks fans
the only
would
thing
say,
going on in the city.
I think the Knicks fans would be, we'll be Piston fans tonight, but maybe not in Game 7. That's what I think they would say.
Yeah, that is true. I just need to get them. I just need to get that good woo for me tonight.
Yeah. Well, can you imagine on Sunday, even so, like if we have a Long Island Railroad strike and people cannot get into Penn Station on Sunday and people can't get to Citi Field, even though the Mets are doing everything they can here to help with these additional shuttles, like this could be an abject nightmare for people on Sunday. That could be a complete disaster. Oh, my God.
And if this is happening, what's going to happen when the World Cup happens?
Breen takes the Long Island Railroad in. He may not be able to make it.
Well, no, I think he might call the chopper. He might call Boomer and say, hey, man, I need to borrow the chopper. Get to the chopper now.
Get to the chopper. I mean, seriously, Breen does take the Long Island Railroad into the games.
That is amazing. That is amazing.
We can't get Breen to the games? That's a problem.
Breen can't get the game. The game can't start.
Breen is going to call every Knick game the rest of the way now.
Oh, wow.
With the conference finals and the NBA finals.
Oh, congratulations to him. I thought it was going to be some Mike Tirico or something like that.
Well, no, I mean, because now the games will be on ESPN.
Oh.
So the ESPN has the Eastern Conference Finals, and then they've ABC or ESPN, I should say. And then obviously they have the finals as well. ABC. So
spent that money, baby.
So that's a Breen special right there. And he will get all those games. So Knick fans will be happy about that, even though it won't be with Clyde, but it'll have, it'll have a little, you'll have at least your own guy's voice, even though Mike does do a great job of playing it down the middle.
Yeah, it'd be great, man. He got 4 more games.
Listen to you. He's only got 4 more. That's it. That's it. You think you could just slide that in there and nobody's going to notice? I know it's Friday. You think we're all just checked out already? Is that what's going on?
George Blah got 8.
George. Well, George doesn't get to do the games though right now because he's the local guy.
He'll do it on radio.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
I didn't know if George did it on radio. He knocks the radio guy out of the way. Oh, that's rough.
I mean, I think he does. He should.
He is George Blaha. I mean, George
Blaha, man. Like, he only got so many of these left in him, you know what I'm saying? Like, when is he going to retire? I mean, I think his birthday was about a month ago, because it was at the start of the first round against the Knicks last year.
He also does Michigan State football. That's where I always see him.
That is crazy work. He does
Michigan State football on the radio.
You guys are so talented, man. Like, you guys that do more.
No, I'm not George. Let's not get nuts here, okay?
He's better than George. Come on, Chris.
No.
We setting the bar low.
That dude's a legend.
Yeah, he's a Michigan legend. You're an international legend, man.
International?
I mean,
did Rutgers turn international and I just missed it?
Multi-stateral.
I think the joke heard around the world it went international with you, Chris.
Yeah, man. That made you legendary.
That wasn't on the
You're viral. That made not only you you're viral.
I put that up on social media when it happened.
Max Starks.
I don't think it did. I got to go back and take a look how many views it did, because I don't think it did a ridiculous number.
This is college football.
Bro, you should have just had silence, man.
This is college football on ESPN radio. Oh my God.
Why didn't you just get yourself together, man? You could have had silence. You know what you didn't do? You didn't go.
I was looking over at Max Starks and he was giving me nothing.
Did you look at Max Starks and he just gave you 2 thumbs up like, go, buddy?
Hey, you got it, champ.
Hey. Whoa, buddy.
It's funny. We never talked about it after the fact, and I don't know why we didn't, but when we got to day 3 of the draft this year, we played the clip.
That's hilarious.
Oh, my God. Bart Carlin, ESPN New York.
Hey, Yankees fans, join us at Yankee Stadium on Friday, May 22nd as the Yankees take on the Rays, and come early for a very special giveaway. It's Giancarlo Stanton Basketball Jersey Night, presented by State Farm. The first 18,000 guests through the gates will receive a Giancarlo Stanton Basketball Jersey. Don't miss the Yankees and the Rays on Friday, May 22nd for Giancarlo Stanton Basketball Jersey Night, presented by State Farm. Get your tickets now at Yankees.com/tickets.
What's up, my friends? This is Francisco Lindor.
This is Devin Williams. This is Luke Weaver.
Bo Bichette here. You're listening to the home of New York Mets baseball.
WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York.
If you've been injured on a construction site, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique labor laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling construction accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for hardworking New Yorkers. From scaffold accidents to slip and falls and equipment failures, they've got your back. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS. That's right, 718-WORKERS, because your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
This is The Michael K. Show.
Done with Buster Only here on The Michael K. Show. One of the things that caught your eye was Volpe said, things are out of my control right now.
No, that's not right. You have control. He's been the shortstop. The Yankees have wanted him to be the shortstop, and he would be the shortstop if he performed better. And there wouldn't really be a debate about it. And it's within his control to play better.
The Michael K. Show. Weekdays at 1 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
Hi, this is Chevy, managing partner at Precision Solar. If you're looking at solar in New York, New Jersey, or Connecticut, here's what actually matters. Real numbers, honest answers, and a team that handles everything. We manage the entire process from start to finish. Designs, approvals, installation, and even a brand new roof if you need one. We don't sell you more than your home actually needs. Just smart systems designed for long-term savings and predictable energy costs. Visit PrecisionSolar.com to schedule your free home assessment. Precision Solar, built to perform for decades.
Hey, it's Michael K. Not sleeping? Well, it could be your mattress. That's why I always recommend my friends at PC Richard & Son. At PC Richard & Son, they don't just sell you a mattress. Their experts use a 4-step mattress fitting process so that your new bed fits you perfectly. They guarantee it. Top brands like Sealy, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic, and in-home delivery on any mattress $399 and up. It's free. So do what I do. Get to PC Richard & Son for your new mattress. Free delivery excludes Manhattan.
Rich Eisen here. PayPal is now the official peer-to-peer payments sponsor of the NFL, which means all the money moments that fandom creates, whether splitting tailgate costs or chipping in on tickets and game day food between friends, are covered. Wherever the game is played or watched, PayPal moves with fans. You can send money through text, email, or directly to your friends with eligible accounts on Venmo. Just download the PayPal app and share all the moments that matter. Account with PayPal is required. Not available in all regions where PayPal operates.
Evan Cohen here. Game day brings the excitement. Your stay should feel just as memorable. With Marriott Bonvoy, official hotel partner of the NCAA and U.S. Soccer, you're connected to a portfolio of brands designed for how you travel. Some offer complimentary breakfast, others give you room to spread out, space to stay productive, or extended stay comforts. So whether you're a traveling fan or part of the team, Marriott Bonvoy celebrates the moments that live on before and after the game. Marriott Bonvoy, where game day checks in.
Yes. It is noon on ESPN New York. It is Bart Carlin with you, 800-919-3776. Also on the ESPN New York YouTube channel where you can watch the show. You can be a part of it by contributing into the ESPN New York YouTube. It is shortly after noon, which means what, Bartholomew?
It's the power hour. It's game 6.
Boy, that sounded like the power hour of a man that is beaten up in a series against the Cleveland Cavaliers.
I believe we call that the sour hour.
I thought it was going to be a sweep. We was up 2-0.
You had nothing in the tank there on that one, huh?
Yeah, man. I'm concerned.
Well, let's talk about it because you have to find a way to get tonight, not just this game, but how this is potentially lining up for the Knicks moving into the next round. We could be in a situation on Sunday where we've got a 3:30 game 1, or we could be sitting and waiting for a game 1 on Tuesday night and getting ready for a game 7 on Sunday. Whether it's the whether it's the Pistons.
Tom, you rubbing off on everybody.
Whether it's the Pistons or the Cavaliers. And a question that we asked yesterday that I still am very curious to get the answer on at 800-919-3776 is if people would prefer to get the Cavaliers right now, you win in 6, but you get the matchup with the Cavaliers, or a series goes 7, and you just want to see these two teams beat the daylights out of each other, and it doesn't matter who you face at that point. I'd love to know what the Knick fan thinks about that at 800-919-3776. But you, as our resident Pacer fan, Pacer, God, that's twice. Tom, what are you doing to me?
Tom's contagious, man.
I only have one strike. God. You got 2 now.
You're more contagious than the Harissa virus.
Like it's like Tom bit me like a zombie. Mm-hmm. Oh my God!
All the way from Chicago.
He's like Singers. What was that? What's that? Sinners.
Sinners? Is that a zombie movie?
Oh my God! Chris,
I know it's a
say that
vampire
out loud,
thing.
man. The black man just won an Oscar off of that movie.
I didn't see the movie.
Oh my God!
I don't even know what it's about. It's not that I wasn't gonna see the movie. I don't know what it's about. I didn't know it was about zombies.
It's basically the black version of Dusk Till Dawn with Heidi Klum. I bet you've seen that.
No, I haven't.
With Quentin Tarantino?
I have not seen From Dusk Till Dawn. I only know of the Salma Hayek dancing scene from that. That's it.
Oh, my God.
And I just happen to know the time code exactly where that is.
Yeah, instead of watching the movie, you just went in there, Salma Hayek boobies. And gave you a movie clip.
Yeah, like I'm the only guy who ever Googled that.
Tom, acid wash your computer.
Oh, God. Listen, I don't even know what we were saying, but we're getting ready for tonight. And I know you.
You're saying, would you rather the Pistons?
For the Knicks fan, would you rather face the Pistons after a Game 7, or would you rather face the Cavaliers and have that series end tonight? 800-919-3776. But for you, I just want to know how you're feeling going into tonight, knowing that you've got to find a way to win this game on the road to get it back home for a Game 7.
Okay, Cleveland did something that they hadn't done. They won a game on the road. So the Pistons have to do something that hadn't been done. They have to win in Cleveland. Cleveland is undefeated at home. Something has to give, so it's time for that part to give. Cleveland can't be undefeated through the playoffs at home. So Pistons got to go there, show some grit, make some minor adjustments. Who knows if Duncan Robinson is back? I don't even know what he had. Was he sick or something like that? I don't even know what it was. But I like the fact that Jenkins gave them a lot more defense. They couldn't isolate and really take advantage of Jenkins like that because he played great defense on the point of the ball. He got over the screens. He showed a lot of energy. Scored 19.0 turnovers in his starting debut. Remember, this is a guy that was in the G League. You know what I'm saying? So, once again, he's one of the Pistons, young Pistons at 23 years old that, going to be there for a long time. He's getting valuable experience. I think I would much rather have him start because he gives you a lot more offense as far as being able to ball handle. I think when Duncan Robinson gets the ball, they think they can take it from him because he's not a great ball handler. But Jenkins can still run the offense, and when they were trying to deny Cade the ball, they give it to Jenkins. He gets the offense initiated. So I'm hoping today, starting lineup, switch it up. Isaiah Stewart, Jenkins, Tobias Harris, Cade Cunningham, and that's 5, right?
Duren?
No.
You're not going to start Duren again.
I'm starting Isaiah
You're starting Stewart.
Right.
Yep. No, you'd give me 4. Here's the deal on Robinson.
And Paul Reed.
And Paul Reed. Okay. It's lower back soreness for Robinson, which,
just because he's white don't mean
better
he has
see
to
out
try
there
and
playing
be like.
tonight.
Just because he's white don't mean he has to try and be like Larry Bird with the badass back. Come on, man. Too soon. You see, he got that Larry Bird mustache.
Yeah.
That he's been growing.
It's not doing you any favors, man. It's just not. They called him the hick from French Lick. Duncan Robinson is not Larry Bird. So, enough with the stupid mustache. But Kevin Huerter is also questionable, and same thing with LeVert, also questionable. Huerter's got the left adductor strain, and LeVert questionable with a right heel contusion.
What?
Yeah.
Well, man, it's made up stuff. Fake news.
Listen, you would hope that Duncan Robinson would play tonight. I don't know that Duncan Robinson's going to make the difference between them winning and losing, although they need to hit some shots because they haven't had a good consistent second scorer. But is it too much of a insult to Duncan Robinson to call him a role player? I don't think so.
No, he's not a role player. He's a guy that they brought in to replace what Beasley provided for him.
Yeah, but how does he do it? By shooting from the outside. Has he shot it particularly well? Yeah.
The last game he played, he shot really
other
well.
day.
Yeah, he had a good day. He was coming out, but the problem is he's such a defensive liability. All they do is pick to get his ass isolated, and then now the defense is broken down. Not with Jenkins. Like the Pistons should have been up a lot more than that. But I know people don't want to hear me talk about the Pistons, but I'd much rather hear from the people and saying, hey, would you rather face the Pistons after a Game 7, or would you – because I think you wanted to go 7 regardless because you want the team to just more rest for OG,
mm-hmm.
more pain and more tread off the tires for either the Cavs or the Pistons. But after that's said and done, Game 7, Tuesday, if you're a Knicks fan, who do you want? And who do you think you can beat easier?
Let's get to Andy on the phone lines at 800-919-3776. Andy, what's up? You're next. ESPN New York. What do you got, Big Cat?
Bart and Carlin, good afternoon, gentlemen. My quick question is, if the road to success is easy, does that truly prepare you for the best? Meaning, if the Knicks play Cleveland and they beat them in a sweep or a gentleman's sweep, does that really prepare us for OKC or this version of the Spurs?
I don't think so. But I mean, health can be something. If Wemby gets hurt because he's in a grueling series, OKC's done. They're ready for their next series too. So I don't think you can even depend on fatigue for that team. Only thing you can depend on is Jalen Williams and that weak ass hamstring. That's all you can put in your bank your hat on for that.
The only thing I'd say about this, the lament of we needed to be in a situation of iron sharpening iron, and we had to face a tougher road along the way. I think that's always said by teams that didn't blow through their opponents, and we're going to be stronger because of it. But that's fine. I also know that, here's how I know. I heard Allen making this point about iron sharpening iron in round one, and in round two, it's like, no, just give me the easiest road. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we say what we need to say until the immortality or the death is final. The DOA is final. So teams that have gone through tough series and battle tested, when they succeed, they're going to say, "Man, it's because we were battle tested. We were ready to go. Man, we learned so much from playing this team." If the Knicks had just swept Atlanta and never got pushed by Snyder to be able to make Brunson go this way, would Brunson be the one that's fatigued now? Right? Because last year we saw Brunson get fatigued because he was people were picking him up full court. He ran out of legs.
It's fair. It's definitely fair. How about Brooklyn Kev next? ESPN New York. Brooklyn Kev, what's up, baby?
Hey, what's up? Listen, I just want to say I listen to the show all the time. Carlin, yesterday I was out of bounds. I'm not going to repeat it. We talked about Detroit and the Knicks, and I just want to say, I was out of bounds for that. That was an error.
I don't even remember what you said, Kev. It's okay.
You forgot about it, so it's all good.
Okay.
Yeah, no, Kev, don't be ridiculous.
It's all good then.
Kev, it takes a lot to offend me.
You know how much skin Carlin has?
That makes me feel better. That made me feel better because I was up all yesterday. I said I got to apologize to my guy.
Oh man, come on now.
I'm on
now. That's all good.
I'm a 7 series guy, and again, Bart, let's do Detroit so we could get over there and get all that good stuff you was talking about.
See, the peoples want me. So just make sure you go and you ask, you put 3 Hail Marys to Detroit. You light a candle for them.
Listen, people do want you to be in the next round because I think there's a portion of the fans, and we saw yesterday when we put the poll up on ESPN New York's YouTube channel, that was if you want the Pistons in the next round just from an entertainment standpoint on this show, the answer is yes. I know I do. I absolutely do.
Now,
I can't lose the next series if it goes 7. I can't. I'll root for the Knicks. I'd love to see him get to the finals because, again, we're going to milk this cow for what it's worth. Milk it. But listen, the guy who wins everything, if the Knicks play the Pistons, is this big fella right here.
Yeah, you can just sit back. You won't even have to say nothing for the show.
I would just get a little stick.
Yeah.
That would be long enough so I could reach you as I had my legs up, my feet up on the desk, and just poke you occasionally. And maybe we'll throw in a Carlin's Corner table with more Detroit cuisine.
Oh.
Hey, if we do that next week, what is the other Detroit cuisine we got to talk about doing?
Oh, man, that corned beef, man, Lou's deli.
Corned beef. Come on, man.
You have to give a real honest assessment of the deep dish.
But I did. It stunk last year.
No, you didn't. No, that was Detroit pizza from New York. You didn't get the Papadopoulos, the big pie, the big.
So now
boy.
I got to go order one.
And we'll have it shipped. We'll have it shipped.
Okay. Is there any other thing that Detroit is famous for food-wise?
Chili cheese fries.
All right. Well, I can get those anywhere.
No, not Detroit.
What about the Detroit hot dog thing?
Yeah, Coney dog. Yeah, with the snap.
The thing is, they're named after New York. They're named after Coney Island.
Coney Island ain't the only Coney Island in the world.
Okay, I don't know. Listen, I want to do this again. Milk it for everything that you can.
I have
nipples.
I have
you
nipples.
think you can milk me?
I have nipples. Yeah, you can pretty much milk anything with nipples. And I was like, in the cat, and I just.
It is amazing how I always wonder if writers know when they put something like that in a script, if they know that is going to be an all-time line for people to quote.
Hear
I have
thee
nipples, Greg.
More
Can you
greatly,
milk me?
Hear thee more greatly, see thee more.
Oh, let's go. How about Price in Virginia Beach next on ESPN New York? Price, what's going on with you? What do you got? Give me something. I'm going to stop talking so you can talk.
All right. What's going on, y'all?
Yo.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
It's Prince from Virginia Beach. And I'm from Brooklyn, New York. I'm calling from Virginia Beach, but it's Prince. It's all good. Hey, Chris, you Chrised off yet?
I don't have anything to be really Chrised off about. I mean, this morning I went to the wrong studio in Chicago, but I it didn't really aggravate me. It was 5 minutes away. It was no problem.
That's because
I'm not Chrised off right now.
That's because the only person you can blame for that is you.
That's good.
That's true.
That's good. Things happen. Hey, Bart, I'm on the phone with Bart, one of the hardest hitting linebackers in the game.
What up, baby?
Just go watch what he did to Big Ben. He burped the baby one too many times.
Yeah, man. He burped
Go
that
watch
baby.
what he did to Big Ben.
They don't know. They don't want none of that Raven stuff, man. They don't want none of that.
You didn't hit him hard enough in both
They don't
those.
want that.
Yeah, he got up like Michael Myers, man. I thought I killed him, but he got up. Damn it.
They don't want none of that smoke. Hey, go New York, go New York, go.
Now tell me how long have you been out of Virginia Beach? You got tired of the hustle and bustle. You went back to the beach. What's the weather like down there?
Right now it's pretty cool. It's not that bad. It's been about 60, 75 right now. 65 to be exactly. But it's not bad. I'm originally from Brooklyn, East New York, one of the greatest cities in the world. If you've been to Brooklyn, you already know. I don't got to say much. It's the greatest and the worst city in the world. But if you know, you know. I'm calling today to put all respect on all New York teams. Knicks, we're going to the finals. Cleveland,
even your Brooklyn Nets?
Detroit. Yeah, I walk with all New York teams. And Brooklyn's going to have a little turnover this year. We're going to be all right. But you know what's so good? The fact that we can look at all our teams now and say we all playoff contenders. We could never do that back in the days. The Knicks, 2 times going back to the finals. That's crazy for us. We used to be the dumpster juice in the East, but now we're going to the finals every other year. We're going to win. The Spurs are going to beat OKC, and we are going to beat the Spurs, so we are going to be champions.
I can see
Giants,
that.
Oh, my God. I know everybody see the Giants doing good. I can see it now.
Man, I want to drink what you saw what you drinking, bro.
Exactly. I don't think you were drinking the garbage juice this morning. You were drinking something else.
Hey, the Mets made it, baby. The Mets streaking. Man, the Mets only got to play 800 baseball to get back to 500.
That's it for the next 3 months. Wayne is next. ESPN New York. Wayno.
Wayne, you drinking?
Yo, what's going on, Carlin? What's up, Bart? Hey, yo, this is for Bart because he's the mad movie quoter. Mel Gibson and Danny Glover in the first Lethal Weapon. You remember when Mel Gibson came kicking in the room, and he says, "Who's bleeping next?" I don't care who's next. Give me Philly, give me Detroit, give me Cleveland. We have Philly already. But it doesn't matter who's
I was about to say, what is this, American Idol, when you vote somebody that got cut off back into the to the competition?
I don't know. Did you miss what I said?
No, I got you, though. I got you with the Lethal Weapon, you know what I'm saying, before Passion of the Christ. You know what's funny? I used to always think that Danny Glover was the black guy and Mel Gibson was the white guy. I mean, Mel Gibson was the black guy, and I thought Danny
Glover was the white guy?
Yeah. And, I was young. I didn't know.
Don't say that to Danny Glover.
Danny Glover. I only know Danny Glover for being on The Color Purple. Everything's Oz does to you, does to me, Oz does to you.
Danny Glover, an incredibly underrated actor.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Incredibly underrated.
Now, listen, he bleed too damn much for me. He was bloody as hell in Lethal Weapon, But man, come on, man. Die Hard, him beating the Predator. I understand Arnold Schwarzenegger. He was like a trained killer. He was a Delta Force type of guy. He built all kind of stuff. You know what I mean? He had muscles. Man, Danny Glover looked like somebody's old-ass uncle that was chasing the Predator around with that little revolver handgun. Like, man, if you don't get the hell out of here. He was so damn bloody in that damn thing. Like, man, if you don't get it, you couldn't beat Jake Paul, let alone the Predator.
Was Danny Glover in Predator?
Yes. Listen, Predator is like Alien.
Oh, Danny Glover was Predator 2. Okay.
Yes.
That's what confused me because I'm like, Carl Weathers was Predator.
No, that was the worst one. No, I didn't mix my black people up.
I wasn't trying to say that you. Yes, Bart. What I was trying to say was even for you, they all look the same. That's right. No.
Carl Weathers in shape. Danny Glover's never been in shape. Even
who was it you were mixing up the other day?
Even if he's Harpo.
It was Liam Neeson and Leslie Nielsen.
Hey, those are two white guys.
Doesn't matter if it's white or black. You're mixing everybody up.
That is true. But Danny Glover.
I was thinking, I'm like, Predator was Carl. I never saw Predator 2.
You didn't miss anything. Trust me. Don't, man. He chasing the Predator around in the city. It's like Predator in the city. It's one of the ones that the Predator wanted. The last Predator? Oh.
Like Michael Takes Manhattan?
Yeah, exactly, man. When old boy was like
Friday the 13th.
No, Jason, remember like the boxer? He's like, yeah, I'm away.
Jason Takes Manhattan. Excuse me.
When he was punching him, and he got tired of punching him. Then Jason just punched his head off.
Oh my God!
Like, bro, when you hit somebody with a 30-piece and he don't even flinch or even move, just run. Like, I never understood how you can get caught by somebody that walks. Just you don't even listen. You don't have to run. You don't have to run.
Stay away from that garage full of chainsaws.
Right. You don't have to run so damn fast that you lose sight of him. Just run enough to find another human dumb enough to hang around and let him kill them, and you just keep running. He forget about you.
The only villain that I ever saw fast enough when they started walking or running was the guy from T2, from Terminator 2.
Oh yeah.
He was fast
with the melted.
Yeah, he was made out of mercury or liquid or whatever he was.
Yeah. He was running his ass off.
He could fly. Yeah, that guy. There's that was up until that point. He was one of the all-time great villains.
Yeah,
in a movie.
Emotionless.
Like, we've had like Heath Ledger and guys like that, and the guy who played and Tom Hardy as Bane and things like that. That guy, and he's a classic. That guy, like when you watch a movie, I know that guy. He's been in everything.
Yeah,
but like he should have gotten more notoriety out of that movie.
Heath Ledger, he had no speaking roles. That's the problem. He had a whole movie with no speaking role.
But he was a scary dude.
He got shot, but he was a handsome dude. He wasn't like the cop that he decided to be wasn't ugly. Shot him and split him in half. You know what I mean? But man,
he took out he turned the thing into a large sword and split the guy's head in half. Oh my God!
Yeah, with the milk. Come home.
God.
He did have to speak like, "Come home, John. Come home."
Bart Carlin, ESPN New York. ESPN New York YouTube channel. Al in the Bronx is next on ESPN New York. Al, what's going on with you?
What's good? I just saw the schedule for the Giants, and it looks like we can start off 2-0. I'm thinking we can get 11 wins. What do you guys think?
I think you can get 11 wins. I don't know if you start off 2-0. You going to the Rams? The Rams are probably the best team in football.
I think it's Friday, and you ain't got blank to do.
The problem is
offense.
Yeah, it's called Trent McDuffie. We don't even know if Neighbor's going to be back, and they got Trent McDuffie if he is back.
How are the Giants starting 2-0?
I have no idea, man. Dallas.
What are we talking about here?
Dallas. It may not even be close, man. Dallas is a Super Bowl contender, man. They got Overshaw coming back. They traded for Rashawn Gary, who's like a bootleg version of Michael Parsons. They drafted Malachi Lawrence. They had Quentin Williams, Kenny Clark in the middle. They drafted Caleb Downs. They bring in Bland is back.
Deron Bland, yeah.
Deron Bland, who they paid. Bro, they got at least 7 dudes on that defense, bro.
But here's what you should be pointing to if you're the Giants, okay? You hope to split those first 2.
Yeah.
You hope.
Yeah.
Even if you don't, you should still start the season 4-2. Because after that, you've got the Titans, Cardinals, at Washington, and then the Saints. So you've got 3 of those 4 at home against bad teams.
You better win the Dayball Bowl.
Oh, you better. You're damn right. You better. Absolutely. And Wan'Dale Robinson, too. Don't forget about that.
Yeah, he'll be like, hey, guess what? I don't know if it's home or away. He'll be like, guess what? I know Dart can't see. He's colorblind. He can't see white on white. They wear white on white at home. He throw the ball to people because he can't see or something. Like, Dayball got to know some secrets about Jackson Dart, what he really struggles with.
The one thing we can agree, first of all, the Giants are not winning 11 games next year. Can we stop, guys?
I was just agreeing because it's easier than not agreeing with.
Again, last 6 games of the year for the Giants. San Francisco, at Seattle, the Browns, at Detroit,
3,
at Dallas,
4,
Philadelphia.
Maybe 5.
They could go 1-5 down the stretch.
If they go 1-5 down the stretch, people are going to be questioning, is Harbaugh the right choice?
I don't know if they go 1-5 down the stretch, but they end up winning 7 or 8 games, I don't think they'll be questioning.
Right, but if they lose 1 of 5, you're going to be like, yo, bro, thought you was Himothy.
Bart Carlin, ESPN New York. Game Time brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. Because when it's game time, it's Tully time. Oh, tonight, 7 p.m., Cavs looking to finish off the Pistons. Coverage begins 10:50 at 6:30. 7:15, Mets host the Yankees. Subway Series kickoff. That coverage begins on 880 ESPN New York at 6:30 tonight. It's Clay Holmes and Cam Schlittler. We haven't talked about Clay Holmes very much. That dude's been one of the best pitchers in baseball so far. His ERA is like 1.9, like 1.86.
We're just trying to figure out how many can we get him like stretched out.
He looks pretty good to me. He's done a really nice job. That should be a fun game tonight. And then 9:30, Spurs looking to advance against the Timberwolves. Coverage is going to be joined in progress on 10:50 ESPN immediately following the Cavs and the Pistons. Tullamore Dew is the original triple distilled, triple blended, triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. Bart Carlin, ESPN New York at 800-919-3776. Would you rather the Cavs win the series tonight, or would you rather have a 7-game series and it doesn't matter who the opponent is for the Knicks next? Because we had a lot of people answering that question. We'll take more of those calls at 800-919-3776, and we'll talk a little more Subway Series. Have the Mets actually righted the ship? We discuss next on ESPN New York.
This is Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg.
There is something about what you're seeing from the core of this team. Take them out right from the start. The knockout punch was thrown 5 minutes into the game.
No, it's crazy.
There's something about the mentality of this team as a veteran group that's been through some wars that kind of suggests that if there's ever a time to believe in the New York Knicks, the year is now to believe in them.
Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg. Weekdays at 3 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
Knicks fans, it's time to hit the court with BetMGM, an official sports betting partner of the New York Knicks. Download the BetMGM app today and add a boost of excitement to every New York game day with same-day parlays, live betting options, player props, boosted odds specials, and the best daily promotions in the business. With the BetMGM app at your fingertips, you can experience the excitement of betting on your favorite players and get in on all the blue and orange action as your New York Knicks drive the lane. Find out why basketball fans love BetMGM, an official sports betting partner of the New York Knicks. BetMGM. Make it legendary. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 years of age or older to wager and physically present in New York and New Jersey only. Subject to eligibility requirements. Gambling problem in New York? Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. For New Jersey, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Partner with Amazon Hub Delivery to earn extra revenue for your business with your business. Assist with local Amazon deliveries and get paid for each package you deliver. When you become a partner, you and your staff will deliver packages to customers in your area on a schedule that works for you. You'll gain extra revenue, increase exposure for your business, and connect with your neighbors. Plus, it's easy to get started with no delivery experience, long-term contracts, or startup costs required. If you're interested in learning more, visit Amazon.com/Hub Delivery. That's Amazon.com/HUB Delivery.
If you're heading into summer without a medical emergency kit, you're taking a risk most people don't think about until it's too late. Summer colds linger and can turn into sinus infections that last for weeks. Getting sick right now before vacation can derail everything. And when you're traveling, finding a doctor and pharmacy is stressful. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. It's like having urgent care and a pharmacy right at home. It includes essential prescriptions like amoxicillin and generic Z-Pak to treat a wide range of common and serious illnesses. So if you wake up sick at home or on the road, you already have what you need. No waiting for your doctor, no hours at urgent care, no pharmacy lines, no copays. Just match your symptoms to the right prescription in your guidebook or call their telemedicine doctor standing by. Start on your meds sooner and feel better faster. Every home needs at least one medical emergency kit. Order yours online in minutes and it's shipped to your door. And save $45 with my promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880. That's promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNNewYorkContests.com.
That's ESPNNewYorkContests.com. This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
Everyone loves Rick. It's fun. I don't need to go to anything. I'm an ass pimple is what I am. Mike Trout is a pimple on my ass. I'm not even a pimple on the ass. I'm an ass boil is what I am. I'm sorry. I am the station hemorrhoid is what I am.
DiPietro hemorrhoid?
Yes. The station hemorrhoid. That's what I am.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
Right. So I'm the station hemorrhoid.
Morning Start with DiPietro and Rothenberg. Weekdays from 6 to 10 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
Rich Eisen here. Running a small business means every hire matters. A bad hire costs time and money, but the right one helps your business grow. The challenge? Finding that person without sorting through resumes. That's where LinkedIn Hiring Pro comes in. It screens candidates so you can focus on conversations with qualified talent. With Hiring Pro, you can hire with confidence and build the team you need. Join the 2.7 million small businesses using LinkedIn to hire. Get started by posting your job for free at linkedin.com/Eisen. Terms and conditions apply.
Michelle Smallman here. PayPal is now the official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL, which means all the money moments that fandom creates, whether splitting tailgate costs or chipping in on tickets and game day food between friends, are covered. Wherever the game is played or watched, PayPal moves with fans. You can send money through text, email, or directly to your friends with eligible accounts on Venmo. Just download the PayPal app and share all the moments that matter. Account with PayPal is required. Not available in all regions where PayPal operates.
All right, Mets-Yankees this weekend. Mets sweep the Tigers. Listen, it's nice to get a few wins, and it's obviously a scenario where they needed it in the worst way. It is lacking a little bit of juice going into the weekend. Not a ton. It's not what it normally would be. Hasn't been that way in a while. But tonight it's Schlittler and Holmes, which is it's obviously a very good matchup. Then you got Rodon tomorrow. Mets are still TBD at last look. And then Peralta and Ryan Weathers on Sunday. If you are you, what will it take? I'll just put it this way. The Mets are sitting at 18-25 right now. They're 11.5 out in the division. What will it take for you to actually start to believe that they have fixed this? What kind of a stretch does it have to be?
I have to start with taking 2 out of 3 and winning the series against the Yankees. That's really what it's all about. And then
they've actually won 7 of their last 10 now at this point.
Yeah, but then I need a bigger sample size because we didn't judge them negatively until we got a bigger sample size. Remember, we were like, oh, well, they're going to play these next 3 teams. They're going to play the at that time, I think it was the Rockies, it was the Twins. And we was like, then we'll decide. And they messed up on those. So when you have a stretch where it's that bad, you got to have another stretch where it's good. And I saw my boy Steve Gelps. He
saw
man.
Gelbs. Okay.
Well, I saw him on social media.
Oh, okay.
And he was talking like, hey, even before yesterday's game, are the Mets starting to turn it around? And, I know Stern is, hoping that that's the case. You know what I mean? And I know Mendoza's hoping that's the case so he can say, hey, listen, we just got off to a super slow start. We were heavily dependent on Soto and heavily dependent on Lindor. And that's the reason why, we lost, because we had to adjust to that. Now we adjust. We got the young guys up. A.J. Ewing, Carson Benz is bringing that enthusiasm. I tell you what, I haven't seen the Mets have fun since probably – like the OMG time, you know what I mean? That's 24. That's 2 years ago now. Right, that's what I'm saying. So it's been like last year they looked like they were succumbing to all the pressure and all the expectations and all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I'm maybe Benj and maybe Ewing can bring that type of energy to the squad where they can feel like, why are we taking it so serious? Because these guys are just happy to be up.
Look,
so you got guys that's just happy to be playing. Sometimes they playing so carefree that they just swing it, man, and they just having fun, and they're feeling blessed. Where people there that's been up there, they take it sometimes for granted.
This is I know that this is kind of the kind of thing that people do a lot. I'm going to do it right now anyway because it's actually true. The next 15, 16 games, if you're ever doing anything, you're doing it now. This is it. Mm-hmm. You win 2 out of 3 from the Yankees, and then you've got a stretch on the road, but it's Washington and Miami. Then it's Cincinnati. Then it's Miami again. So that's all the way through the end of May.
Yes.
That is a stretch of,
You can sweep 9 games?
Past the Yankees. So let's say you win 2 out of 3 from the Yankees, okay? If things went well this weekend. Mm-hmm. Even if you lost 2 out of 3, it's not the end of the world. You have to go a minimum of 9-4 in the 13 that follow with Washington, Miami twice, and Cincinnati.
That's only plus 5. That's only plus 5.
I know, but I'm just saying to not
steady ship.
Yeah, they had a stretch earlier where we talked about when they were playing Minnesota, Colorado, and Washington, where we felt like they needed to go 6-3, and they went 3-6, and they fell deeper into the hole. Well, now they're starting to climb out of the hole a little bit, and so here is another one of those stretches that lies in front of them that gives you the opportunity to play catch-up. And so I don't think 9-4 is asking too much during that stretch. Is it?
Not at all, especially when you're on the heater that they own. Not at all.
Listen, I don't – and it's – I'm going to call 7 of 10 a heater. All right, they've won 3 in a row. Okay. But as much as, people will tell me that Washington and Miami haven't played that well, you should beat them up. And the Mets have been bad. I'm sure they look at the Mets like, oh, we can beat the Mets. Okay. Again, it's like we were talking about with the Jets and the part of their schedule where they should make some hay. This is a spot for the Mets where if you don't do it, that's where I start to think you're not coming back.
Yeah, you can't do it.
Yeah. Because then if you can't beat those bad teams or those middling teams to dig yourself out of a hole, why am I believing that you're later going to do it with less time against better teams?
Have you seen that?
Bart's holding up, once again, the only man I know that gets the hard copy of the newspaper anymore. And that is the Daily News, and it says Signs of Life. And New York City with an I on the back of the page of the Post. I cannot believe that you have hard copy. Where do you go to get the newspaper? 7-Eleven? Something like that?
The gas station.
Okay. You know who's very underrated? 7-Eleven is very underrated. I am a fan. I am a fan.
I mean, you can go get a 2-day-old glizzy. You can go get
2 days old. Don't hate. They change those out every 12 hours.
They got the pizza that's been underneath the red light for
All right, that's where I'm drawing the line. Is that
the cheese ain't really cheese.
That pizza, if I want that pizza, I'm heating it up in my oven from one of the freezer section in the supermarket. That's Elio's pizza right there.
They usually got the ice cream for you, but people forget that 7-Eleven was the first first thing. You know what I mean? Before Wawa, before Quick Check. You know, they was the one that you go in there, you get hot food. Now, Quick Check, try and go there, you can order live
go and get
food.
sandwiches there and stuff, right? You can't do that at 7-Eleven. But 7-Eleven, listen, big fella needs a bag of chips for a little road trip. Guess where he's going? And not the big one. I'm just getting a small bag of chips and a regular-sized bag of chips. And
I used to love those those glizzies, man. Then you
those hot dogs, I'm not going to lie. The quarter-pound Big Bite at 7-Eleven.
They're always looking shiny, man. I don't know if they put motor oil on that thing to keep that thing shining as it's moving through.
That thing looks like
that popcorn butter.
Looks like Hulk Hogan in his prime.
Well, let me tell you, Mean Gene, the 24-inch glizzies.
I tell you what, though.
And all the toppings, though. But all the toppings.
Oh, yeah. You throw some onions on there. You throw some mustard
relish,
on there.
Oh. Then if you want to, you go over there, you steal from the cheese machine. I got so good that like when the cheese ain't there, I would go underneath and like reload the new cheese. Or like when it's not coming out.
Bart, will you reload the machine for us? Yeah, you got it, guys. That's fine.
Like you open you go to the left side of it and it opens up, and like sometimes you got to squeeze the cheese down because the bag is like coming through.
Because the bag isn't emptying it out, but it's still cheese stuck at the top.
Yeah. So you just squeeze the cheese down to the bottom, dog. Like, man, don't even come from behind there. I got it, man. I ain't even got time to wait for you, brother. Hey, man, you need to put another bag of cheese in here. They be heating by the other ones running out, man. Put the other cheese in here. Because, like, when I come back tomorrow, I better be some new damn cheese in here. Swear to God, I used to, like, when I was in high school, I used to go to 7-Eleven every night. Every night, I would get the nachos. And what I used to do, I never opened the bag of the chips. Mm-hmm. I would take the bag of the chips, keep it to the side, and then what I would do is I would fill it up strictly with cheese.
The whole thing?
Yeah. Like, I would fill up with cheese. So when I went back, I had enough cheese to dip on my
They let you do that? They let you take more cheese than just the dip cup would allow?
They don't know it's not a dip cup. Remember.
Well, no, it's like a tray.
Yes.
Isn't it? So, and it's got like a little holder for the cheese.
No.
Where you're supposed to put that in, but then the bigger holder for the chips.
No, that's been gone. It's just an open thing in the chips. So I take the bag of chips out, don't even open them, and I just fill it up with cheese so I have enough cheese. And then I would have cheese here, then I would go over there to the jalapenos. I would fill half of it with jalapenos up and then half of it with cheese. And when I got home, I just dip it in. One chip, one cheese, one jalapeno, one bite.
Look at you working the system. That's outstanding.
And it's crazy. They don't even sell Big Gulps no more. I used to have the 64-ounce Big Gulp.
They don't sell Big Gulps anymore?
No, they don't have the Big Gulp. Remember the big red?
They used to have 128 ounce.
Yeah, no, I had the 64. I had the 64 ounce.
Yeah.
And then
and the price difference between the 64 ounce and the 12 ounce was a nickel.
Yeah. And it's crazy, right? Because like it was like a thermal thing. It was like super thick.
Yeah.
So like and it had a top. So like sometimes I could have frozen slushy still there and frozen for 2 days straight. I would drink it one night, go in there the next night, it's still frozen.
Now, there's probably some science there that you don't want to know about making that work. Don't ask questions.
The Teflon cooler leaking into your drink. And then I think it was Bloomberg that came and ended
all the oversized drinks, yeah.
Yeah, supersized and all that type of stuff.
That's a good way for a politician to lose me.
Yeah, if I want to die, let me die happily. Don't care about listen, bro, so now remember you used to go to McDonald's and you used to get the big cup of fries? Like it was
cup of fries?
See, you ain't know about that. They imagine the biggest cup that they have there.
Well, then
they would fill that up with fries.
McDonald's fries holder.
No, the supersized fry. It was like a cup.
Cup. It was a cup.
The
supersize was just
you can go there. No, not supersize. You can go there and say, "Hey man, I want the jumbo or supersize order of fries." And it was basically in a cup, and they would fill the
like
cup
a soda cup, like the biggest soda cup.
Yes.
Oh, I never saw
paper.
that.
But it was paper. And maybe it was just Detroit because Detroit is, I think, the third fattest city in the country. No, for real. Yo, it's not a time when I go to Detroit that I go to Coney Island or I go to Lou's or I go to McDonald's or Popeyes where I'm not easily the smallest person there by at least 40 pounds. And I'm including children.
And I mean this as respectfully as possible, okay? So as you know, I traveled to the Midwest a good amount with Rutgers.
Yeah.
So I will go on these trips, and even doing college basketball for us, or even football.
Yeah.
I will go to these smaller towns in the Midwest.
Yes.
In like Iowa and places like that.
Dick.
And I will go out for breakfast.
Dick.
And there I am, a shrimp.
Yeah, you.
Speaking. That is really. I'm not going to lie.
What up, Tiny?
Well,
Tiny.
yeah, and literally, like that is what put me on the. All right, I got to get on this GLP.
Tom, you got the moto. You got the moto, Tom.
The what?
The moto. Come on, man.
From Madagascar?
Yes, it's in our drops.
Well, the thing is, you'd
How
have
crispy
people
coming
coming
to
in
the-
there, and big people who are probably not that far off from my age.
Yeah.
Who've got the oxygen and all that stuff, and really lumbering, getting around. I'm like, I got to do something here.
And
I cannot be doing that.
And they still got two plates
But
at
they're still-
Bob's or the
listen,
buffet.
I'll say this though, they're happy.
Hell
they
yeah.
think I'm good.
They're
they
happy.
Think I'm chunky. They think I'm man.
No,
They think
man.
I'm funky.
I don't have the actual song in there.
Yes, you do. We used to play it all the
looking it
time.
up right now. I would play it straight off my computer.
Tom, how come you can't read Bart's mind into fries? Come on now.
Here's a fun fact for you. If you have one chicken wing at 7-Eleven, that is 20% of your recommended daily sodium intake.
Oh yeah, they all that stuff is all sodium.
Tom, if I wanted any sort of health information regarding food at 7-Eleven, I wouldn't go to 7-Eleven. I wouldn't.
Exactly.
I have no
Even
interest in that. I know what I'm doing.
Bro, if they had a instead of Wawa or what's the other one? Quick Check.
Yeah.
If instead of they didn't have that, they had like gas stations attached to chopped salads. Man, half of their refuge would die.
Bart Carlin, ESPN New York.
I'm a dog, and my job is to make you happy. So I recommend Optimum Fiber for your home. It's famously fast, way better than flaky 5G home internet, which can slow down the more people or dogs are online. So switch to Optimum Fiber, starting at only $25 a month with a 5-year price lock. Call 888-4-OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com today. That's 888-4-OPTIMUM. Gus, fetch! I gotta take that. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
Long Island is more exciting than ever at Jake's 58 Casino Hotel. This month, it's time to saddle up for some big wins with our $65,000 Winner's Circle drawing. Be here every Friday in May between 4 and 6 p.m. when 4 winners will be drawn every hour to win $250 free play. At 7 p.m., 4 winners will join the Winner's Circle to win $2,500 cash. Ride your winning streak where Long Island wins at Jake's 58 Casino Hotel.
If gambling is a problem for you or someone you care about, please call the 24-hour toll-free helpline at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique personal injury and workers' compensation laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling all types of accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for injured New Yorkers. From construction to car accidents and slips and falls, they've got you covered. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS, where your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Wait! Before you change the station, listen to this.
Donate your car at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Pickup is quick and easy. You'll also get a vacation voucher and a tax deduction. 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. Donate your car today. 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. Donate your car today. Donate your car today.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play.
Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Evan Cohen here. In life, as in sports, the pros make it look easy. That's why pro golfers like Jason Day, Ben Griffin, and Patton Kazire trust the pros in lawn care. True Green. They have the experience and expertise to give you a lawn worthy of the PGA Tour. And since True Green does the work for you, you get more free time, or more tee times. So stop stressing over your lawn and start loving it. Sign up now at TrueGreen.com because nobody makes it easier to get a golf course quality lawn than True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour.
Another dominating step towards a championship.
And for the second consecutive season, the Knicks are on their way to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Will this be the year the Knicks punch their ticket to the NBA Finals?
Inbound stolen by McBride, and then Brunson parries a far corner three. 5 points for Brunson in about 3 seconds.
Thanks to all our New York Knicks partners this season, including Wild Turkey Bourbon, Citywide Window Cleaning, DraftKings, and Total Orthopedics and Sports Medicine on ESPN New York.
It's gloomy out here. Yeah. You ready, Chris? Let's do it. Let everybody in that station hear you sing it. 2, 3, 5, 6. Just got paid Friday night. Body's jumping. Feel alright. Booty shaking. Dance to the beat.
Oh,
Piston.
yeah.
Oh, my fisting. Just got paid Friday night. Feeling good. Cade's all right. Shooting from the midcourt. Driving to the basket. James Harden. Gonna go in the casket. Not in life. Think and fly. Okay, everybody. It is Freaky Friday. Hashtag what would Carlin do? And don't say Home Depot. He's out in Chicago having a great time in one of the Midwest greatest cities, arguably the greatest city of all the Midwest. We call it the New York of the Middle.
Yes.
I guess. We'll keep it there. Magnificent Miles, a beautiful place, a place that has culture, great cuisine. And, Tom, I'm telling you, you need to Venmo Carlin some money now so he can bring you back the popcorn that they have there. They are famous for their gourmet popcorn.
I walked right past it in the airport yesterday.
So, did you fly into Midway or O'Hare?
O'Hare.
O'Hare.
Flying into O'Hare now, you basically fly into Wisconsin and then taxi for an hour and a half.
You ain't lying, bro. That is the longest ride back to downtown Chicago.
It is unbelievable.
Why did you go Midway? That's where the cheap flights are. You flew first class. See what happens when Spirit shut down?
I didn't fly first class.
See what happened when Spirit shut down? We can't nobody go into Midway no more. Everybody going to the bougie International Airport in O'Hare.
Listen, you land at O'Hare, and then like the plane itself has to taxi for 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Back to the terminal, and then you got to take another taxi another 40 minutes.
To be honest, Chris, and I know we got some business to take care of, but man, I would wish you would do some Carlin Corner there for the popcorn.
We did the Italian beef. We did the Italian beef.
Chicago style hot dogs.
Pizza.
No,
what about the hot dogs? The pizza thing is not. I can't do it.
You got to do the glizzy. Do the glizzy or do the Maxwell Polish.
What about the Portillo's cake shake?
Yeah, I could do that. That's supposed to be ridiculous.
Yeah,
cake shake.
Or you can do the Maxwell Street Polish. But let's get to what we got to pay the bills for. It is time for the feel good moment of the week, brought to you by Soundwell Institute for Pain Management. And how can it be anything but the Metropolitans? You know, I'm saying that they just swept the Tigers, but you just informed me that they won 7 out of 9.
7 of 10 now at this point.
7 of 10. That is at a 70% clip. That's 10% higher than what we need them to go to get back to respectability. They can get to respectability, but also they can win our hearts, because what we're not talking about is the fact that the Yankees have been struggling. I think the Yankees have lost 7. Their last, let's see, 1,
5 out
2,
of 6.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They 2 out of 8. You know what I'm saying? So they ain't doing exactly right. So they looking to get right by the Metropolitans, but we understand. Let little bro get right.
All right, hit it. Little Samwell moment of the week.
Oh, damn.
We got to hit the sound for it, don't we?
Every Friday with Bart and Carlin, we
tell you what,
highlight
man,
the
you get real live
moment of the week. presented by the Samwell Institute for Pain Management.
So you got the Subway Series as the feel-good moment of the week?
Yes, it is the feel-good moment of the week, and the Metropolitans is the feel-good moment of the week, that they're showing signs of life. And that was the feel-good moment of the week, brought to you by Samwell Institute for Pain Management. For a pain-free life, visit SamwellPain.com today. Carlin, enjoy. Congratulations to your niece for graduating. That is an accomplishment. Hopefully it is a job waiting for her. If not, you can pay her to be your assistant.
She's going to graduate law school. If anybody's going to be anybody's assistant, it ain't me.
That is true.
She ain't going to be my assistant. I'll be hers.
You can be her researcher. You can say you're tired of doing my research, so you can just do hers. She pays more.
You mentioned the culture. A lot of it in my future this weekend. Symphony tomorrow night after some museum tomorrow afternoon.
Oh, man, I can see you with the world's smallest bow tie. That'd be dope.
Any bow tie I wear, I got no neck. Every world bow tie I wear is the world's smallest.
Oh, or a bolo. Oh, with a cowboy. Oh my God! Please, we have to see that, Chris.
Hey, up next, Jake Asman got Stephon Marbury in studio today. How about that?
Kay ran away.
No, Kay's. I believe he's at a service today for Mr. Sterling. If I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
So there we go.
Bad job by me.
Yeah, not like Rick, who just took the day off.
Long weekend.
Bart Carlin, ESPN New York.
This is Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg.
There is something about what you're seeing from the core of this team. Take them out right from the start. The knockout punch was thrown 5 minutes into the game.
No, it's crazy.
There's something about the mentality of this team as a veteran group that's been through some wars that kind of suggests that if there's ever a time to believe in